see. What's happening? What's happening?
I'm doing a mug,
What is happening? All right, let's go.
I'm doing
We
a
are
mug
going.
shot.
We're going what?
A mug shot. Please take a picture of me. A mug shot.
A
This is
mark shot.
yes.
All
This is
right,
my ID
fellas.
ID parade. Criminal.
IG parade. Okay,
Criminal
I'm
me.
going. I'll try to go live
Higher,
on
higher,
IG as
higher.
well. Higher, higher, higher. All right, guys, this is it. Live on Instagram as well, on YouTube, on Rage Tree, whatever nodes we are, social media. An is saying that he has given up. This is Emirates Stadium. Please do not bend him anymore. He has given up, guys. He said, please do not hit him hard. Here we go. And guys, if you guys want to watch us, if you're going to watch us, come on live on YouTube. We're on
Let's
Facebook as well.
go.
Click on the link and come on and watch us
Yes,
live.
the
All
link's
right.
in the
I'll
bio,
see you
man.
guys there. The link's in bio.
Let's
See you.
go.
Let's go.
Joe,
What's up, fellas?
we are back. Game week number 3. Same
Number
old,
3.
same old. 0 points. How's the view from the bottom? How's the view
How's the
from
view
the
from the
bottom?
bottom?
Ah,
And you
stay
never
tuned.
expected this, right? You never expected this view from the bottom.
I mean, I've seen worse days for as an Arsenal fan,
True,
but
true.
being rock bottom, this has got to be Thursday night setting, man. 9 p.m. Blue Banner Smackdown Hotel. Look,
Smackdown Hotel.
as long as I said Smackdown, the light behind me turned blue.
Yeah.
Even the elements agree with me, man. You can't run away from fate, right? They say, but Joe,
True, true.
it's
but
good.
but it's good to
Lot-
be back. It's
Yes,
good to
man.
be there. But you know what's different here right now?
Mm,
Is usually you would have the cities, the Uniteds, the Arsenals,
Yeah.
or Liverpools to be at the top of the table. But at this particular time, what is strange is you guys are rock bottom, but one of your arch nemesis is right at the top. Unbelievable. 3 out of 3, 100% record.
should we end the league
What
now?
do you, should we end the link now?
We end the league now.
Finally, they have managed to sniff themselves up to the top
Yeah.
of the table. Tottenham Hotspur.
Tottenham Hotspur, Joe. But
Tottenham Hotspur.
that is the ultimate stark reminder for Arsenal fans. If you talk about mind the gap,
Yep.
it does not come any bigger than that. First versus last. But
Yeah.
hey, a lot of things can happen in football. Like
True,
Arsenal hitting
true.
rock bottom.
Definitely.
You would have never envisioned this in your wildest of dream. But Joe,
Mhm.
this is football. As we know, that's the whole essence of it. It can actually swing you and put you in a big roundabout. It's a slippery
True.
slope. So I'm not backpedaling just yet. I'm flinching.
Alright.
I'm flinching, but I'm not
9 points
backpedaling
is the
just yet.
gap. No worries. 3 games.
Anterta Crime Watch still. Alright, but Joe, you want to introduce? There's a brand new guy in this stream.
Yeah, fella,
Where's
we-
that lion? Where's
Where's
that
the lion?
blue and
Okay.
claret lion?
He has chickened out. No,
He copped out. He copped
He
out.
copped out. Yeah, he copped out. So we
same
we
old,
need to
same
get a
old.
replacement because Deeps he was too busy with his FPL shenanigans whereby he
Yeah.
just couldn't get time for us and he went missing. He
Mm.
chickened out. He has to go into hiding.
Plus, it
It
wasn't.
happens, guys.
Plus, it wasn't a pleasant result against
Plus,
Brentford
it
playing
wasn't
at
brother-
home anyway.
And the thing is, Dibs is still getting over what happened with the City saga. He who shall not be named, he's still getting over it. So, guys, so as we speak, Dibs is actually going through full of depression
Yeah,
therapy,
emotional turmoil.
emotional trauma, and all this. So,
But
if
hey,
you
we
guys know him or have his number, please text him.
Text him.
Ask him how we see.
We need
He
to know.
needs that. We need
Alright.
to know. But we got a perfect replacement. And
Hi,
the
guys.
bottom
Hi, guys.
left right corner, that boy goes by the name of Daryl.
Daryl.
Lifelong Liverpool fan,
Yeah.
superb critic, a Brazilian supporter, and yep,
He's
Daryl.
everything, Joe. Remember, I told you, like, hey,
he's
Joe,
everything. Yeah,
he watches
Basketball
everything,
fan.
doesn't he? Basketball, golf,
sport fan.
equestrian, gate ball, marble racing,
Maybe.
paperboat, longkang racing, anything
Tamiya
that
car.
he can name under the sun.
Tamiya
he's
car
there.
also. Yeah.
But Daryl, how have you been, man? First and foremost,
Good,
Daryl,
good.
yesterday, out of the blue, FSG out was trending in
Oh,
Twitter.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It is
and
still
yet-
trending now.
Daryl,
It is.
talk to
Yeah,
me,
it
man.
is, it
Talk
is.
to me about this trending pattern. Does it surprise you?
No, it surprised me actually.
Uh-huh.
Because I'll be shocked if Liverpool don't make any transfers within the next what? How long more is the window?
I think it's about
Yeah, it's about 7
7
a.m. our
hours,
time.
yeah.
7 a.m.
I'll
our
be
time.
shocked because I feel that if they don't make any transfer,
Mm-hmm.
I think getting top 4 is already a big thing for Liverpool this season for me. Yeah,
Okay.
because I feel like if you notice the game, and I was
Mhm.
hitting the game,
Mm-hmm.
the Chelsea game,
Yeah.
I feel that Klopp didn't have anyone else to, Mane was playing bad.
True,
Then
true.
you look at the bench. I don't think he trusts Minamino. I don't think he trusts Ox and stuff like
True.
that. Yeah,
And with that,
yeah,
Daryl, all right, we just want to just keep it locked first, right? Put a
yeah,
lid on
yeah,
it because
yeah,
we
yeah.
will then touch, right,
Correct.
in depth. And then with also the match, the no love lost between Liverpool and also Chelsea at
Mhm.
Anfield, right? A lot of unpacking to be done today, Joe, especially for that match, right? But
Oh
we've
yeah.
got also why always Haizam, wait.
Yo,
Tell
what
me
up?
that
Hello.
Manchester City by now have given up on on the idea of getting a true bona fide number nine. Please tell me
Bro,
that you guys have given up.
I do not want to talk about transfer already lah. I took three L's already lah. You know
Sudah
what's up already. It's three
lah.
L's, brother.
Give up
Give
lah.
up lah. Don't want to say we're gonna jinx it lah. We talk about one player and then all tease here, tease there, then suddenly nothing happened.
Oh boy.
Hey Joe, I don't want to be a Man City fan right now, man. They got bodied by Daniel Levy and Spurs.
Oh,
Okay,
big time, big time.
so all the riches that they possess didn't mean
Yep.
shit to Spurs. And then the next one, they thought Cristiano Ronaldo
Let's start from
welcome
the top.
Manchester.
Let's start from the top. Let's start from the top. So it was going to be Messi at first, but they felt that
Messi
really
didn't happen.
he
Didn't
who
happen.
shall not be named was the
Yeah.
long-term target. And then afterwards was Kane. They went to Harry Kane. They tried 110 million, 120 million, 140 million, 150. Levy did not even pick up the phone call to say hello. But yep, that's
Nah.
it. Harry Kane said, I'm staying put. I'm going to win trophies for the fan. Probably not. We're not going to see that. I don't know when, but hopefully by the time
I
it's
think, I
there.
think I think City just didn't have. I think they were too focused on Kane. I think they just didn't have a backup.
They
I
didn't.
think
They
Yeah, they
Yeah.
didn't. I think they were just going for all the top
Yeah.
household names, and then came the one and holy moment whereby it
Cristiano
shrunk the
Ronaldo.
entire earth upside down. The City fans went into enjoyment mode. The United fans went into rage and depression mode.
I told him,
people going,
I told Aizam to be careful. Aizam, I know you were loading it up. You were running your mouth dirty for the past 2 days. As soon as you heard the news that Cristiano might end up at City, oh Joe, look
Oh,
at this,
Joe,
Joe. Look at
you're
Twitter,
legend.
Joe. Look at your
Every-
fans.
legend.
Joe, look at your fans.
Every
Okay,
message,
okay,
Daryl,
okay.
we have a WhatsApp group, Daryl, myself, Aizam, and Dips. Every morning, when the news was out, he'll put your legend at the start. Your legend is coming to City. Hey, Joe, your legend, the news is like that. Hey, Joe, your legend. All it took was 2 hours to flip it up and say, wow, I think Ronaldo is staying.
And then Joe, he wanted to shift the goalpost. And they say, oh Joe, look at your fan base. The same fan base that has been cursing Ronaldo. Look at them. It's never about City. It's never about
Okay,
Haizam.
but look at this way. The reality of it is like you see when they talk about Cristiano Ronaldo joining
Uh-huh.
City, the United fans were up in arms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They were burning
Okay.
their jerseys.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right. So for that,
City, I think for City fans, I think it's more of the shit again.
He needs to rent on.
okay,
Yeah.
don't lash it out. Don't lash it out first, Aizam. Don't lash it
Not
out.
yet, not yet.
Alright? Because why, Joe? Right now, we want to take on some comments as usual. Common
Yeah.
drill for us, right?
I totally
So-
forgot about that, man. Yeah.
We've got
Hey,
Prem.
Prem.
Hi guys, Prem. You must be smiling here to you, Prem. Another
Boss.
United guy. And then we've got also Muhammad Akil joining us for the first time, I guess. Joe, I've not seen him before. Have you?
Yeah. Nope, I think first time as well.
All right. This guy definitely not the first time. I hope
Ah.
it's the last time as well.
Ay.
All right. So we got Anthony Martial. Hello guys. Transfer deadline 8 hours to go, and we've got Serena. Viva Ronaldo. Hey, should this guy be singing the same chant?
Arun has been
Arun.
going on and on about it.
Arun.
We've got FJ. Hello, FJ. Hello, Napshot Nation. And then, no, I'm not
Hello,
going to
FJ.
go with all the Viva. Viva La Raza is the only Viva that matters, okay?
This is solid. Spurs won the league last season in the month of October. Don't forget how they ended up.
Arun?
Yep.
Can you remind us who was top of the league in January as well? Devon, we have Daryl today. That's from Devon. The police sack Mike Ding right now. Was he drunk when he was texting us, Joe?
Hey,
Yeah, I think so.
I think
He was going
I
on
think
and on.
2 bottles of whiskeys might have just done his head in, huh? Muhammad Salim, can I be your transfer update? You know what? You gotta put in your application because right now
Yeah.
the queue is long, man. It's snaking long. Especially when you have to oust that guy there on top, Anthony Martial. And then Daryl, don't be so humble, Daryl. Liverpool will be tough this season. He's saying that Liverpool is tough, but it's going to be a tough season as well, right?
I thought you're supposed to be busy.
He's lying. He's always not
He's
watching.
always
He's
like,
always
yeah,
not
he's
watching.
always not watching.
Yeah.
He's always busy.
Man City,
Don't,
no history, ma. Small club.
Small
You
club.
don't,
Small
you don't
club.
want to come online tonight. You're flooding the comments. Bloody hell! I'm gonna use my card.
But all is fair. All is fair in war and love, okay? Guys, we still love Faisal. Of course we do. And then Tristan.
He always comes the long
Oh,
one.
you
Shots
take this, Joe.
fired,
You take
Tristan.
this.
All right. Disgusting behavior from City. Was there an attempt to fill up as in FILL up
Yep.
your stadium and sell shirts? Ooh, because
Oh.
commercially your club is nowhere near Liverpool, United, or even Arsenal. Get that shit out of here. Trying to sign rival legends for commercial needs. Ooh, Zami boy.
How can you be sure, Tristan? We can dispute
Here
all
we
you want,
go.
no?
We have 1
can
minute.
dispute all you want. The fact that the point that it was rumored that Ronaldo wanted to leave, United didn't want to take up the offer, and then when suddenly all talk about City, then suddenly United just panic. Everyone was saying Ronaldo is a panic buy. You guys needed a right back. You guys needed a central defense midfielder, and you guys are depending on Fred. And here you go, Viva Ronaldo.
Hey,
You want
of
to talk about
course.
commercial?
Zam,
I
Zam,
think
Zam.
Obvious, man.
Oh,
Obvious,
yeah.
obvious, Tristan.
Okay.
All out already.
Zam. Hey, but to be fair, we have not seen Ronaldo being fielded yet. Maybe he is the new number 6 for Manchester United. Who knows?
Yeah. You saw how Rooney.
Yeah.
You saw how Rooney from
And
striker
Anderson
played
from
the deep
Oleg's
side.
masterclass.
Yeah.
And then we've got Amir, son of Matic, another happy campaigner, of course, because of Ronaldo. We've got Gina, Victor Sim. Whoa, he changed name. Finally, he's found his true orientation, Joe. So
Yep.
he is now Victor instead of City and
Another
Maria.
Shane Long.
Shane Long.
I need to call you Victor. Vic, Gina, what is your fascination with Shane Long, Charlie Austin? Come on, man, come on.
Wait. He's not the only one that's fascinated, okay, with Shane Long. There's another one.
There's another one. Yeah.
And then the next one, we've got Salin again. Can I be your transfer correspondent, Joe? Can
Sure,
we take another one?
We can take another one next summer, perhaps, because it's coming to an end. But if the event you guys, Ridwan, Saleh, if you guys have any last minute or news that's coming in, please just pop it into the comment section,
just
right,
spam
guys?
us, just spam us.
Just spam us, yeah.
Right, I wasn't drinking lah.
I think so.
Yeah, my name is not Anwari as well. My name is not Anwari. And then we got Prem as well. Wow, Prem joining us after a long time. Nice to see Daryl on the show.
Friends, another
Daryl
one.
raining in. Okay, and then as you know, he will always say that it's time to go.
It's time to go. Anyway, on behalf of Napshot Dips, please send our birthday
Happy
wishes
birthday.
to your sister. Happy birthday to sister, man.
Yes. Okay. And then the next one, last but not least, before we move on to the real agenda for today, I'm so sure because you sent Aguero off to Barca, he was too old, replacing Aguero with another 36 years old. Nah, get the shit out of here.
And then you got another one here.
Tristan just
Can we
for
just
Arsenal.
cut the Arsenal segment? I need some emotional stuff from Comedy Central now. Ooh.
And that's why, Joe, I had to rock this up to remind me that
Okay.
Arsenal was once a true great club.
Okay, enough.
History.
First correspondent, United deal with Neves on swapping with Jesse Lingard. Tristan, if you're
Chris,
hearing this, I
Chris,
need you to
Yes, can you get on that, Chris?
check on this, see if it's good. All right, An, let's
Okay, let's
take it
go.
away.
Let's go. All right. So as usual, first thing first, the normal
thing first.
drill.
Yeah.
Like, share, and subscribe if this is brand new to you people right now. First and foremost, a big, huge welcome. Get on board. Chime in with the comment section. We will definitely pick up all of your comments tonight. We are feeling slightly festive and generous for tonight. Plus, there's no football over the weekend. So this is going to run on and on and on. All right. Trust us. No more 90 minutes for tonight. So, and the next one, Joe. Rafa's perfect start to
Yeah, let's just touch
life.
base with this for all the Evertonians.
Yes, and also why not?
Papa,
This
Rakshinis and all
will
this.
yes. Hey, Rashini, where are you, Rashini? This is the best time for you to chime in.
Went to watch Tanjung Pagar again.
But Joe, let's get this straight, man. The appointment of Rafa Benitez was not a popular one, to say the least. They got people rocking out outside his crib, putting on
Yeah.
all this derogatory
Judas,
and
traitor.
Judas, get out, you fat
Yeah.
pig, you don't belong here, blah blah blah, and all the hullabaloo. Right now, it seems like they're keeping it zip. 7 points out of 9. Hey, good field day for Evertonians, right? Right now.
But there's only one person who can answer that question. Not me, not you, not
Everyone
Zami
me.
boy. There's only one boy in our mates. Let's get that bite going, bro.
I think I actually expected this. Rafa has always been a very organized manager. He knows what he's doing and stuff like that. So last year also Everton started well with Ancelotti. We were like,
Mhm.
this team is gonna go top four, we got chance and stuff like that. But I expected this start from Rafa actually. But let's see after 10 games, where will
Mhm.
things be for
Have you
Everton.
not been the least impressed there? Come on. I'm pretty sure you looking at Everton
No,
right now.
Rafa
I know
Benitez
this could be deja
football,
vu.
but Benitez football is always, okay, organized, boring kind of football, but he's
Mhm.
getting a result is the main priority for him. Yeah. And he
Okay.
always does it perfectly. Yeah.
That's all. I think that's what we all need. A bit of
Yeah,
practicality, right? You can play all the beautiful football. You can throw that into the gutter if the
true.
results are not
Yeah.
coming, especially
Definitely, but
for a
I'm just
certain
going to
club.
ask a very
Hey.
basic, basic kind of question for
Mm.
Panthers purpose. But Daryl, if in the event Everton is going to beat you guys, all right, regardless Anfield or what's
Goodison
Everton
Park.
Stadium, no?
Goodison Park.
Goodison Park, all
Goodison,
right.
yeah.
Will you then be able to forgive Rafa, or you will hold the hatred? It's like bastard, you just won us, man.
No, I will forgive him. Definitely forgive.
All
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. If for him to forgive, that means right now he is still begrudging that move. Do you still hold it against him for moving to Everton,
No,
Daryl?
I'm not. I'm okay. But I'm shocked.
Ah,
I'm
okay.
shocked also that he did that. But knowing him is a Spaniard, he's not a local scouser, and
Uh-huh.
he just needs to stop a lot.
I'm waiting for
Okay.
Gerrard to take over United, man.
Imagine, okay, bro, imagine if he does the ultimate Judas move to Everton
Oh,
instead.
Oh,
no, I
well,
think Everton's not so much of a hit.
Manchester
They will
United.
still say, no, yeah, to United.
Will
Ooh.
Question: will he kiss the camera when United score?
He'll probably kiss it and lick it with the bench, bro.
But Azam, we gotta start. Yo, Zam, Everton, the perfect. I wouldn't say perfect, all right, but it's near perfect. Definitely winning at the Amex 2-0. Joe, that was
Mm.
convincing, man, to say the least. I know right
Not
now.
easy in Brighton.
Yeah, not easy. Brighton traveling up to the Amex, Brighton in the form that they're in right now, with Bissouma playing out of his skin, and nobody is trying to get hold of Bissouma. And
Hello?
yeah, I
yeah,
think they
yeah.
had two brilliant
Is,
results, and
is
then
there anybody in Premier League knows or watches football or send their scouts to get this bloody black African man out of Brighton?
I think it's the hair. I think it's the hair that
I
is
think
throwing
it's the
people off.
hair, bro.
Yeah,
I
it's the hair.
really, really
It has
think
to
it's
be
the
the hair.
hair.
Because it can't be
How is
football.
no
Can't be
clubs
football.
are going for this bugger?
No, but we Zam, Everton
Bro,
and the start that they are enjoying right now. Impressed? No.
of course it's impressive. You remember the start of the season, Everton had a lot of drama.
Mhm.
They were not even talking about I think first and foremost the drama of who's that Sigerson being
Uh,
arrested or something. That
young
Young
man,
boys,
yeah,
young man.
young boy.
young boys.
There's
And
no
then
need to feel
there
down.
wasn't
I say,
any
young man.
young boys of Bele. And then when Rafa came in, not
Yeah.
buying any, I would say, significant players. I think
True. True.
to see the form Everton is I would say is a surprise, no, actually.
Yeah, I think we
Right.
were all
Demarai
doubting that.
Gray is in good form.
Yeah, I think we were all doubting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Daryl,
we
he's a,
forgot about the yeah, we
we
forgot
true.
about
forget
the
about
Marai
that. That
Gray.
fellow was a
We forgot.
forgotten man
He
when
went
he
to
was
Leverkusen. He went to
uh,
Leverkusen
Leicester.
before
from
Leicester,
Leicester.
Leicester. He
Leicester.
was a forgotten man in Leicester, but that boy has space to burn. And then he
Joe,
went to Leverkusen, and then now he comes back to Premier
Yeah.
League. Boy, I think
Joe,
Rafa has managed to tick him
and,
up, bro.
and the goal he scored against Brighton that could easily make it into the catalogue for
Oh
goal of the
yeah,
week. Easy. I think he ran into space and then to finish off with his left leg. That guy is mighty high on confidence, Joe,
yeah.
right now. But you personally, Joe, right now for Everton, I know later on we will be doing our brand own prediction of where all these teams will actually
Yeah.
end up end of the season. But what's your take right now on Everton?
Nah, I think because it's just the first start of the first few
Mhm.
matches of the season whereby Rafa is just getting it right. But as Daryl said, as the days goes by, as the games start to kick in,
Mhm.
then we'll get to see whether Everton can sustain. I mean, remember the other time where we had an Everton show? They were top
Five games on
five,
the trot.
Yeah.
5 games on a trot. They were
And then
doing really well, and then right after, boom! That's the last we heard of any Evertonians in Napshot.
I think probably
Yeah.
they jinxed it for coming on to London because we had Spurs who came on board as well. And what happened to Spurs last season?
Yeah. So that was really hilarious. So yeah, but
I think it's time to invite United fans on board right now.
to
But Joe, I think the question I have for the guests right now, not for the guests actually, for those who are watching us live, question, boys, please place it in the
where
comment section. Where will
where
Everton end up
this
end
season?
of season? All
Yep.
right. So that is the question for
Put
tonight.
in the comments,
For the
guys.
first agenda, put in the comment. Joel will take this up. All right, Joe. Perfect time to move on to the next one. Joy for Manchester. Ooh, Wolves. Wow. Apparently garbage. Garbage Wolf.
Garbage, bro.
Wait. In the first half, if that was Arsenal, because I watched the first half, right? I told you, if that was Arsenal instead of Manchester United, it would have
Uh-huh.
been a cricket score. I kid you not. The kind of luck that we are in right now, okay, that bull, that raging bull, can have taken a shot 80 yards out and it will hit the goalpost into Leno's head. It will hit the shin pad of Kolasinac and it will go in. But
I'm not gonna.
because it's not Arsenal and because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer usually walk with a four-leaf clover in his
Yeah,
coat, that didn't happen. Second half, you needed one chance and you
we
executed it
nailed that
perfectly.
chance.
That's
Perfectly
it.
done, perfectly done. But the thing is, I can't. I'm gonna talk a little bit, not too much. I'm just gonna briefly touch base on the game and all this. The
Mm.
game was horrendous for United. Wolves played a masterclass performance.
First half, too. Let's talk about the
First
first
up,
half.
I've been watching Wolves and United games at 3 a.m., at 12 a.m., at 1 a.m. games.
Mm.
I fall asleep. Why? Because both teams are super boring to watch. It's not like before whereby United plays attacking football. It's very nice to watch, but now it was just worse. But last Sunday, I was texting my group. I said, this is probably the most entertaining game between United and Wolves. Why? Because even that 1-0 win on a 3 a.m. where I watched, it was super boring until Rashford scored a goal.
Yep.
After Rashford scored a goal, back to square one, boring again. But this was end-to-end stuff. While we had a raging bull on the pitch, we
Mm.
had I don't know, we had a 10-year-old Brazilian in the middle of the park getting played. He got
They
burned.
check.
He dropped on the
They
floor.
check his passport, right, Joe, to check the nationality. Is it really Brazilian or
I
Angolese?
don't know, bro. I think even Angolese player is stronger than him. I don't know where he get his Brazilian touch from. I think Daryl will know more about this, how he become
CPIB,
Brazilian.
CPIB,
Yeah.
lie.
And the
Investigation.
thing is, this boy even starts for the Brazilian national team, guys. That is
Mm.
mind blowing. He
Mm.
starts for one of the best
It's the
South
vibes, okay.
American countries. It's
It's the
the
vibes.
vibes, yeah.
It's the
So
vibes.
as the game was going on, Wolves definitely deserve to win. The first half, if Wolves were to convert whatever Adama would put through, Adama is
Mm.
absolute crazy. He goes all the way all around. He dribbles like Salah. He dribbles like
Mm.
Pele, Maradona. But he finishes. I think even Sol Campbell will finish better.
Joe, you know what? I think he's like Sandra Bullock, in Bird Box.
Yeah,
When he reaches
exactly.
outside of the
When he
box,
reaches outside the boat, blindfold.
blindfolded.
He can't see.
Take
He
a
don't
peek.
know where the
Take a peek.
goalpost is. That's how bad it is when it comes to finishing.
boy.
But overall, I've got to give it to Wolves. They played extremely well. They couldn't
Yep.
take the chances.
So Joe, was it a
United
foul?
had what?
Was Pogba one a
We'll,
foul?
we'll come back to that, bro. We'll come to that. We have a segment for whistle
Wait,
point for that.
why does it feel like it's a fully loaded question?
Is it?
No, why do I feel like you are trying to insinuate something?
I'm just
Pogba.
gonna ask him what's his view, whether he feels it's
Okay,
a
we
foul.
will talk about the
Yeah.
foul
We'll
later
talk
on.
about it because I have
But
another picture to
But
come back to that. But yeah,
But,
to
yeah.
overall wrap up the Wolves game, Wolves better team, but we had one chance. We took that chance. Greenwood, thank you for doing the dedication. Chadwick Boseman,
Mm-mm.
and he did that really, really nicely.
Oh yeah, Joe. Speaking of which, Daryl, of course the game was against Wolves. Okay, but a lot of attention will be given to Manchester United after whatever they have done before that. I don't know whether you guys seen the cutoff figure. Apparently, Ronaldo was amongst the stands, Joe. He was.
Yeah, he was tossed. You don't know?
Yeah,
Come on, he was tossed around. Come on, Daryl.
Daryl, yeah, on the Manchester United. Is there cause for concern for them not being able to break down teams? They are not playing with low blocks on that day, Wolf, right, Joe? They were actually countering. They were
They,
matching up with
no, they
Manchester
were actually
United.
sitting and they sit
But
back,
when
defend, and
but when
hit
they
the counter.
sprung out, they
Ooh.
actually caught United on the back foot
Of
many
many,
times.
many times. Yeah.
Should you be worried, Daryl, if you're a United fan looking at that?
Of course, I'll be worried firstly because of the CDM that all of us have been,
Mm-hmm.
asking them to do and stuff like that. And another thing I'll be worried is, Ronaldo is there now, and
Mm.
we all know what is the problem. I know a real Man U fan, I know what is the problem there. We all know, but I don't want to say, because I have some of my Man U friends are saying that, no, he's the guy, he's going to take...
No, say it, Daryl. Come on. Say it.
Release.
Nah,
Daryl.
release it out here. Come on.
Snapshot,
I don't
big-
believe he is the guy to bring them to the next forward. Next thing. No way.
So you don't believe Ronaldo is a solution, but let's talk about the match itself.
Yeah.
Let's say if you're a Wolves fan, I think there's a lot of optimism
Positive,
for
yeah.
you to
Yeah.
take on board right there. Although they have not actually garnered any sort of point right now,
Yeah.
they are with the mighty Gunners right now, languishing bottom three. But they should be
Not so
optimistic. They should be
Denying
optimistic,
of
right?
facts.
Looking at Wolves right now, how they perform.
I think they look super exciting. I watched them the last game before Menu. It was
Leicester, if they could have
yeah,
actually
Leicester.
yeah,
converted
They
any
could
of the
have won
goals,
that game, bro.
They would have won the game
say
as well.
more.
So they look very exciting. What I want to see more from them, especially that guy Pincano from
Mm.
Chelsea.
Ooh, oh yeah,
Oh, it's
Trinker,
amazing.
yeah.
Yeah,
That boy is
him playing.
solid, yeah.
That guy's a baller,
And I
Trinker.
heard that they are going to get Renato Sanchez as loan also. Yeah,
I think that deal has collapsed at
I
the
think it's
moment.
oh,
collapsed
is
though.
it? Oh, is
Collapsed.
it? Okay.
But
But I
Hee-chan,
think he should go. He should go.
Yeah.
they've got Hee-chan as well, Joe. Hee-chan, the South
The
Korean bro.
Korean speed demon.
I really
Yeah.
like him. I
Yeah.
remember seeing him for the first time against Liverpool. Then I remember he
Salzburg.
set
Yeah, Salzburg.
VVD
Yeah,
nicely
yeah.
on his bum, and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
gave
yeah,
a top corner, and that was the match you got Minamino instead of Hee-chan. But
yeah.
Daryl Hee-chan for Wolves right now. I
Yeah.
think that will be the perfect remedy for them, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's
Definitely.
interesting.
All right, and then we go on to the next one, the Manchester United. But Joe, I want to ask you, Mason Greenwood right now, that should be his berth
Yeah.
permanently. He should be first
Yeah,
on the
if
list,
there's
right, Joe?
one name that shouldn't be coming
Drop.
out, or two names, or should
Mm.
three names that shouldn't be dropped, is Greenwood, Rafael Varane, and De Gea.
Yep.
These three should never ever be dropped ever again in the United States for the rest of the season. Now I can't see these three being dropped and playing the likes of Martial just because you want to give him game time.
Mhm.
Ah, no, come on. Even if you want to sacrifice Greenwood just because you want to let Fred play, no, I'm not buying this shit reason, man. No.
All right, so right now we also need to ask from our dear viewers, could it be a Manchester race again, like what it was last season? I don't really consider categorically a two-horse race back then.
Yeah.
No, it only looked like a two-horse race because
Yeah.
mathematically it was possible for Manchester United to usurp that number one position. But hey, maybe this time around it will be much closer and tighter. I don't know. What do you guys reckon right now? Who was watching us live? Chime in the comment. Yes or no? Could it be another Manchester rather race again? Haizam, your team. Walk in the park, training session. They
Oh,
might as well do it behind closed doors.
this one is terrible, bro. You know what? You know what got me real annoyed was the fact that I saw a Sunday League kind of episode in that game. Ederson was just holding the ball at his goalkeeper
You're being
post,
kind,
And
Joe.
they
That's
wasn't
worse than
pressuring.
Sunday.
No pressure.
and nobody was pressuring. That's it, Daryl. Nobody was pressuring. You know how pissed off me and brother was. I was literally shouting in Abumea. I was like, "Go for the ball, bro!" Like, what the hell?
You guys-
Ederson is just chilling.
But
They
yeah,
are just
actually
ball
they
watching.
started well, you know. Arsenal actually started well,
Hmm.
actually. I was like,
The
wow,
first 10 minutes,
yeah. Until the goal.
I've heard this many times. Arsenal started well, and then everything sounds like that to me. Arsenal started well, and then but okay. Before we go on to the Arsenal part, of course, that's why they are all seated nice and warm to hear about the Arsenal part. Let's be honest here. Man City, another 5-star display. What right now? You guys have scored 10 goals.
10 goals. 10
10
goals.
goals in the
one
past two
is-
matches.
one
I think
against-
that would
Without a
actually,
nine.
yeah, that would actually dispel any sort of niggling worries that you actually need a number 9, Aizam.
Yeah.
like I said, you look at
Correct.
teams.
He started
like
with
what I
a
said,
high.
like I said, the thing is that on games that when you need a natural striker, I think that's where City is going to get find out.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, I think for Arsenal, I don't know whether is it an anomaly or what. The fact is that people were
No.
saying that Arsenal coming to the game, after that comprehensive 6-0
Say louder.
FPL,
Say
6-0, the
6-0
the
body slam.
E-
Summer slam,
EFL,
hell in a cell to West Brom.
the EFL, the League Cup, and then this shit happens. I will be pissed off at Arsenal fans, seriously. Like
Yeah.
coming into the game from 6 goal,
Mhm.
momentum should be high.
It was high,
Really
wasn't
sucks,
it?
lah.
It was high.
high.
But we
I
just turn
think,
it, we turn it the other way around.
I think you guys got high on another drug.
No, I mean, honestly speaking, Zam,
Yeah.
I think this was a game whereby I really felt that Arsenal has gone a step forward. I even tell Anna, I was like, this is the time where, this is the game where Arsenal season starts. And they
Yeah.
go on and do this. The thing is, it's unfair to say that the final was deserved. It was totally not because of the way they played the first 10, 15 minutes.
Yep.
I don't know where
But
to start.
no, the thing is that it's like like right now with the whole drama with Arsenal, it's like you take one step in front, then suddenly it's like 3 steps
10
back.
steps. 10 steps.
10 steps, yeah,
Not-
even like 10. 10 steps back. And I think with the fact that right now, the whole, I would say the Arsenal having the Avengers Civil War, like Arteta, having issues with his players. No,
Mm.
Shaka was supposed to leave, and then suddenly, given new contract, and then players that people said that, oh, Arsenal's gonna get rid. Then suddenly playing. I think it's like what you say, it's a Sunday league. Like it's like you like City was playing a Sunday league teams, with Arsenal.
I really like how this review is going on, this analysis part, because I actually remembered asking him, how do you think the Manchester City fared? But
We
he,
should have done an
yeah, but he
Arsenal
thought
Comedy Central
it would be
episode, though.
friendly and charming for him to talk about Arsenal and the fans and the breakdown that we're having right now. Haizam, maybe we want to focus our shift right now to Manchester City display first before we get on to Arsenal.
No, that's the thing. Like as I said, like, I thought it was gonna be like the
Okay, so
five
it
nil
wasn't, as we all found out, it wasn't.
yeah.
So
So it,
I want to pick up the performance first. All right.
but
Gabriel Jesus seems like the perfect answer for Manchester City. Since he came back into the fold, he has not looked back ever since. Because last season,
Yeah.
right,
second winner lah.
he was actually being packed back
Hmm.
onto the stands. But now that he's back, he looks like a man on fire. He's on a mission, Haizam.
I think the fact that he's playing in a position, and I read somewhere that he actually told Pep that he wants to play in the wing position right now. He don't see himself as a striker to replace Aguero. I think he's resigned to the fact that as a main striker to replace Aguero, he doesn't see himself there anymore. I think he works well with playing in the wing, and and you look at the form that when he plays in the wing, he brings that different dimension. I think that's the reason why the 5-0 demolition of Arsenal, right, shows that we don't need Jesus to be the false nine or the strikers. But I think right now with the fact that because we don't have that out and out striker, and we have kind of overload in the wings, some players who play in the wing will have to be shifted, or even I would say to basically reinvent themselves, like like Bernardo Silva, came to City as a winger.
Yep.
But now it looks like after the Arsenal game, he looks like he's gonna play more in a central role.
Central row, yeah.
That's interesting.
JG. Jack Grealish.
FG.
He who shall not be named.
Yes,
Shall
Jack
not be
Grealish, come on.
named. I really
He's
don't know where to play him actually right now. Like if you look at it, right,
He's predominantly on the left right now. Haizam.
yeah, but here's the thing, because if the dynamics that we don't need a striker,
Mhm.
it's gonna be a whole new tactical formation from Pep. Like we have overloaded with wingers,
Yeah.
and then don't forget we have
yeah.
Foden. We have Foden. Still out injured.
Mahrez is not even getting a start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like like okay, you know what? We're gonna play strikerless. We just gonna put four
Ferran
wingers. Four wingers. And Ferran Torres, a winger, playing false nine. Like
Yeah, but I think the thing is, Ferran Torres fits the bill as a false nine
Yeah.
for your tactical play. But I think Pep sees him as a false nine. Though Grealish on the left, Torres as your center, and on the right, I just don't know who's going to play the right. You guys got Mahrez, you guys got Sterling, Foden as well.
Sterling,
So
yeah.
huge squad depth though.
Headache. All
Headache,
right.
really headache, really.
Okay,
Headache.
before we go to the Arsenal part, let's hit some of the comment section first. Okay,
yeah, bro.
let's see. We've got a lot of them to choose from. Guys,
A
please
lot.
forgive me if I can't pick every single one of them. So we've got Arun here, Adrian Rafa buttering up these Everton cards for WD.
I've just got
Disappointment.
one, bro. I've got one that I've seen here from Prem now. Let's just
Okay.
take that. I think this
Prem,
feels
okay.
interesting. I think Daryl can answer this. On Adama base, he really improved. Did he really improve? From Barca B to Wolves, his end product has never improved. Daryl, you want to take this on and say, did
Physic-
Adama really improve? Physically, yes.
Physically, he did. It's
Yeah,
evident.
Physically, definitely.
Yeah. More baby oil, that's for sure.
I think he has. The end product has never improved. I agree with Frame on this. It's just that he is fast, he's strong, and he just run past everyone. That's about it. He's basically no idea when it comes to the end of the box. Stuff like
Daryl,
that.
should he right now consider changing sports now into the athletics perhaps?
But in which athletics would he
Yeah,
be
maybe.
fit in though?
100 meter for sure. 100
Yeah,
meter.
yeah,
Right?
100.
He has the explosiveness in him.
Yeah.
So 100 meter. He might do something for once in his life, winning something. gold medal perhaps if he does that.
But he's
All right.
also on the move, right? If I'm noticing.
Apparently, he
Yeah.
wanted to move. Okay, Joe.
Tottenham. Sorry.
Right now we've got Prem as well. Joe saying, oh, Everton should be in top
Top
8.
eight. Yeah, I'm
Damn.
seeing a lot of comments saying that Everton should be in top 10,
Yeah.
top 8.
True,
Yeah.
true. Honestly, Rafa, I'm sure Everton will have a better season than last season. I mean, when you actually set the bar that low, it's very hard to fail, right? From 12, anything above 12, which Everton rightly should be in, would be seen as
Yeah.
an achievement, right, Joe?
Yeah.
And then we've got the next one, Muhammad Jumali. Hi Zam,
Hey,
my
brother.
Manchester bros. Hey.
What's up, Jew?
Oh, and then we got Cypher as well. Hola, Napshot Studio.
Hello, Farisi.
Okay. The next one, again, Arun running off his mouth dirty as usual. Everton's biggest achievement last season was injuring BBD. Probably the biggest.
He's been going on and on about this, man. He's just
Top-
happy that they're
So
back.
top 10 that you go alluding to the question that we had previously. Let's not get hyped from Everton. We said the same thing last season when they were top of the table. Their fall after that was quite funny. This is probably, maybe the analogy is the elephant climbing up the tree, Joe.
Yeah.
You don't know how they got up there, but you know for
But-
sure they will definitely come down one day.
Some of those jokes never get old.
Same shows, we all Everton for the title. Yes, we did. And then from Cyprus, showing no mercy. Never Tunians relegated, but I wish Rafa all the best. And then Fred is joke. Wait, told you Daryl. If he said told you Daryl,
Terrell,
Terrell,
were you
you-
supporting Fred?
Fred, you
were defending him?
Fred.
No, I was. No, okay. I understand where
Oh,
you're
Daryl.
Oh,
Daryl,
yeah,
just give me a
I
minute.
understand.
Just give me, Daryl. I'm going to put you in the limelight today. Okay.
Explain
That's it.
yourself.
Explain
No,
yourself. Hey, no, this is not big enough. Okay, this is good.
You are
Explain
cruel,
yourself,
man. You
Daryl.
are cruel.
I was doing, I was watching Copa America. So Frame and I was like discussing about this, and Frame was like, the Brazilian coach Titi was not a good coach and stuff like that. So I was telling Frame, Brazil was a defending champion in Copa America, and Frame was like, oh, you shouldn't start Fred. And I was like, okay, let's see how things goes. But yeah, I regret saying that. That's about
Okay.
it.
Okay, he's man enough. He's man enough, Joe. Can we go back
All
to
right.
Can we go back to the original setting? All right, so there you go. He is man enough. He was judging it based on the Copa America
Yeah,
performance, which, all right, to play fair to him, hey, they reached the final, so he must have done something right.
I think he played well in Copa America, no? He didn't?
No, not really.
Nah,
Not really,
okay.
not really.
Okay,
So he
then,
was shit still.
then my theory have caught fire. Serena, we agreed with Botness in United game, but I'm happy to see the debut of Rafael Varane. I wait. Okay, I have a bone to pick. I don't know, Daryl, whether you actually caught the match.
Yeah.
They were singing praises of Rafael Varane. I understood why, but they say that, oh, now we have found the solution to this long-lasting problem. Hey, Joe, I'm gonna be fair, man. I'm gonna keep it real tight and 100 here. He was good, but he wasn't out of this world.
No, he's definitely better than Lindelof. That's 100% sure.
Yeah, that's good enough.
No,
That's
but
good
for
enough,
that match, the Twitter went bonkers. Oh, this is the guy that we've been looking for. Marvelous display. What a
yeah.
performance.
I think most of them are playing FPL because he had one assist in his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, so could
Yeah.
be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
FPL
so
boys.
happy.
They say
Yeah,
you're really acting like the Mighty Gunners fan right now.
And then Adama is from Mali, Joe. Born in Spain.
Yeah, born in Spain.
Yeah.
All right,
Boy.
trivia of the day. All right, food for thought. I think you all can sleep with that fact now. On Adama base, okay, that
Yeah, we
one
done
we've
this,
read.
yeah.
Okay, Victor, we've got next, Joe. Varane and clean sheet go hand in hand. First up, somehow Wolves not easy to play against, given they gotten 3 points compared to the one they gotten at Saints.
True.
Should delight Joe Lay. Of course, he was. If you are in the United group, you would understand why. Later on,
interesting. Abang FJ.
FJ, we gotta keep it right to the end. The whistle corner. We will.
Everybody is going on and on
about
on
it.
Pogba, but they did not see a particular incident in the game. It's okay. I will enlighten you, please, fella. Since you guys are, I think you guys are like sourness, like how Graham Souness like to talk about Pogba.
Oh,
You guys
like-
didn't see the other incident. But I'll show you guys. I've got photo
Okay.
proof today.
I'm really intrigued to listen what kind of garbage you can come up with. Serena,
Of course.
don't worry. I still think Chelsea will be winning the league this season. Chelsea, interesting one. Serena, hang on, because right after this, it will be Liverpool and Chelsea. And Haizam, what's your thoughts on Jesus being second choice to no striker? I can't blame that. I think he has already uncovered that, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he wants to say it. He wants to repeat. He wants to say something.
wait. You want to say something? Come on, take this on.
No. I think we mentioned already about like Jesus is
He's
not
a winger
going to play striker. Yeah, he's going to wing already.
Jesus
Alright.
on the wings. Okay.
Jesus on the wings.
That's really gospel. Jesus on the wings. I don't see any leader in Arsenal team. Prem, same kind of issue that I have. I've not seen.
Shaka.
Don't talk about the leader. I've not seen Arsenal for the longest time as well. Okay, Arsenal have issues that runs beyond the obvious. With which the owners look at Edu, there has been a change in terms of signing, leveraging on his Brazilian context is not useful. AFC needs a football man dealing with transfer. AFC suddenly are starting. I think we lost him a bit, starting to
To
buy
buy weirdly.
weirdly.
Yeah.
Again, I think this mirrors a lot. I don't know whether you wanna say yes to this, but remember when you guys were towards the end of the tenure with the Hicks at Gillette, right? And then when FSG
Mm.
also bought you guys were shopping in some complex shopping center we have never heard before, and you
Mm-hmm.
came up with players like Veronin, right? And
Mm-hmm.
I look at Arsenal right now. There's a lot of uncanny parallels that I can draw.
Yeah.
Where we were shopping from a different complex, we were trying so hard to push into that nucleus once again, and it was then until you guys met the Magic Man, Jurgen Klopp, or even
Yeah.
before that, Brendan Rodgers, because Brendan Rodgers suddenly placed a marker. He placed Liverpool back into the
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah.
Champions League came by, and then the players' wealth all went up. You got a big financial parachute from selling players like Coutinho and Suarez, and that
Mm-hmm.
actually jet set you into the current glorious years that you are enjoying, like Daryl.
Yeah.
So yeah, I see the same thing right now with Arsenal and Liverpool. Uh, Zam, is there friction between Pep and Raheem Sterling?
I wouldn't say friction, but I think Pep doesn't see Sterling as indispensable. Because I
Okay.
think last season, you see that he's always been playing,
I
but
can see Daryl smiling away.
but you know what happened. I think a lot of City fans were saying that whenever Sterling feels that he wants to be the English
Mhm.
Messi. No, doesn't want to pass the ball, no
Does he?
dribbling.
Wow, that's a
Yeah,
tall order
this
to be English Messi.
he want like that. I mean, he wants to be the English Messi. Doesn't
Okay,
want to pass. But
okay.
I feel that to answer that question, the fact that when he was rumored to be the makeshift
Mhm.
for Kane, I see that there might be that friction. But I think
I
Sterling is still puts in the shift in a way.
Yeah.
I would say that we open inverted commas.
Daryl, are you
I
are you are you pitching for a return for Raheem
no.
Sterling?
I just
He
think
is, he is.
I think Pep has issues. I may be wrong, but I have always have this thing from Barcelona to Bayern Munich.
Mhm.
He has issues with
Black
black
players.
players.
Say
Yeah,
it.
I
Say
don't know why. I
it.
just have this thing.
Benjamin Mendy, somebody
I mean,
please.
Yeah.
yeah,
As
I mean,
well?
I think
Mangala.
what Daryl say, Daryl said there might be truth actually. If you look at it, like with Yaya Toure, but
Mangala as well, right? Mangala
Yeah.
didn't have a good
no, but
game.
Yeah.
but I mean, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be very controversial if we talk about the
Yeah. Yeah.
whether is it
Yeah. We probably
racist, no
need
racist,
a
yeah,
different episode for that.
yeah, less.
All right, Joe, I think this is the last one we're going to pick up on this topic. Honestly,
Yeah.
Joe, speaking Gabriel Jesus will be great. Wow, LFC. Wishful thinking. Wonder why Jesus not pushing hard for a move. He doesn't start this season as much. He
It's
should
true though.
actually, yeah,
I
if he
think the
wants
thing
to.
is, you as a player, as a young boy,
Hmm.
and Daryl, he did not play for the Brazilian team in the
No,
Cup,
He
right?
he
did.
played. He
He
played.
played.
He,
He
played.
played.
I
He
mean,
played.
he played as a winger as well.
Yeah.
Played as a
Yeah.
winger as well.
And Joe, I think going back to Prem's point, right, which is great that he brought this up. But I look at his current place in Brazil. It's quite an iron rice bowl. I don't think it's probably iron crusted. I don't think even if he does not start proper for City, I don't think there's going to be a major shakeup in the Brazilian squad because look, his competitors up front is Firmino for
Yeah.
the same position. So I don't think right now he'll be trembling in fear if he does not get the minutes under his belt. That's my thought. I don't know. Maybe Brazil will come up with another next one. They keep playing in that CF position,
Yeah.
right?
Never know, but Jesus to Liverpool kind of makes sense though.
Does it?
I think it fits the bill for them. The thing is, if you look at the gameplay, was I'm just looking at it from the gameplay. I'm not a stat man. I don't go to stats and all this.
Hardworking, intelligent
Yeah, he's
player.
hardworking. He's intelligent. It's the kind of profile that Klopp would want him to be in that.
Yeah.
And right now, the fact that Bobby is injured,
Mhm.
Jota, you need a replacement. You
Yeah.
need
Yeah. Yeah.
another striker or winger. Like how Ole likes to say that he likes all his forward to play number 9, number 10. No, he likes to play all the forward in all positions. Jesus is someone who can play left, who can play center, who can play right. And
Wait.
Jota is another one who can play on the left, he can
Yeah.
play center, he can play right as well.
Yeah.
Both
Yeah.
these players a wonderful fit for Liverpool. So,
Interchangeable, right? We
yeah.
like buying players from City, bros. We have two LC transfer committee from,
Who were the other ones though?
and then another guy. I already came in. Wait, this is turning into straight away a transfer move. I prefer Sa over Jesus. I think yeah,
Oh, the Watford player, right?
yeah, a lot
Yeah,
of guys
yeah,
from the
yeah.
team
True.
prefer Sa over. All right, just quick one from my end. Okay, admittedly I did not watch the match because that's why Joe had to screenshot. I was busy working, and boy,
Honestly, he did not watch, you guys.
yeah,
I
I've made
will vouch for
some
that.
really horrendous decision in my life, but that was one of the best decisions I've made after marrying my wife. This is the second one. Not watching Arsenal against Man City. Because when I was looking at, Joe, when the lineup is out, you always look at live score and you want to look at the makeup for the day. All right, who's playing where. And I look at,
Yeah,
wait, perfect, hooray, formation, five at the back. This is what we all been crying out for. And then I look, three centre back Chambers, Holding, Kolasinac. And I'm like, okay,
that's
all
a
right, all right.
colossal defender.
Okay. This is potentially turning into Crime Watch season 5, episode 14. So he said, let's hold judgment. All right. Let's not be too rash. So I was driving away, blah, blah, blah. My phone was buzzing. It was popping. It was going to explode from my stand. And then by the time I check it, and then my wife, I swear to God, I'm not lying. My wife texted me, are you okay? Are you watching? I'm like,
Because he
wait,
was driving.
yeah, because I was driving. Wait, if she texted the way she did, then there must be something really bad that have actually happened to Arsenal. So I checked the score. I said, "What the hell?" From five at the back, all right. Now I know they actually hired for that day alone. They hired Kwa Chukang. All right. So Kwa Chukang, Frankie Chu, and then they got Aloysius, they got Chu Beng, and they got King Kong playing at the back. The five of them. It turned into a complete comedy show. And Joe, what am I supposed to say? I've seen worse days than that. I've seen the 8-2.
No,
I've
I
seen
think this is
I've
probably
seen
the
the
worst,
six.
though.
I've
This
seen the
is
yeah,
the
six
worst.
nil at Chelsea. I've seen
Yeah.
a couple of 5-1s at Anfield. Right, Daryl, you guys
yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
want
but
to
no,
remind
no,
me
but
of it
in
as well.
those games, Arsenal played like in the sense of they didn't play well, but Arsenal played. They performed. They would run. There was string of passes here and
Mhm.
there. They had good crosses. They defended well. Liverpool was just stronger, but this time it was a complete colossal, bro.
Mm.
Why? Because of the one factor that I stated earlier.
Mm.
Henderson was able to bring the ball out of his bloody penalty box, and nobody is tackling him.
Yeah,
And he's and at one point of time, people are just waiting. I
yeah.
look at you, you look at me. We just chill. Hello.
And it felt right. A lot of players right now, or rather, a lot of pundits out there, and even those who are non-Arsenal fans, are saying that, oh, it's a clear sign that the players have actually down tools. They are not playing for the manager. I completely disagree. I think they are. They are trying their best, but their best is not good enough because they're being led by that Lego head, that novice Mikel Arteta. You come up against Man City, you should
True,
devise a
true, true.
game plan, not only with 11 but with 10 as well, because you know for sure at any point in time, you're right. You have Granit Xhaka, who is a walking time bomb. Any point in time, you probably receive a red card. Look, we played against 10, or rather, we played with 10 against Man City last season as well. Same scenario happened.
Yep, yep.
And I know straight away, Joe, you told me like, there's no way there's a red card on. Yes, it
Yeah.
was. Yes, it was dangerous. Yes, it was violent, but he did not touch the place. But then again, if you show the referee that you had the intention, if you give him something to bite on, and if you're Granit Xhaka, they will
You're off.
definitely willingly oblige and give you the red card. And look, would it have been different if we had played with 11? I don't think so. Maybe damage limitation, we probably lost 4-0 instead of 5.
No, bro. You
Would
see, I go back to the point where managers again. Coming
Yeah,
back to the point as managers again. You see, you compare Thomas Tuchel. He was 10 men or so.
yeah,
Liverpool is attacking at the Kop and Anfield, and
true,
how he set his teams up
true.
with the 10 men, and look at what Arteta did. That's where people start to see
And Daryl,
the difference.
no, brilliant. You brought that point. And when you mentioned Thomas Tuchel and you see Arteta, what kind of CV are we comparing? What kind of
Mm-hmm.
experience are we talking? What kind of stature? What kind of reliability? And what kind of degree are we looking at? You are looking at. I don't know whether I've mentioned this, Joe, but when asked, I'm very sure this was the recruitment drive that day, right?
Yeah.
That fateful day where we hired Arteta. Right? It's the same when I'm the KFC director. I'm looking for a brand new sales director. I went to McDonald's. I saw this cashier, and she was
Yeah,
typing in
true.
real
We
fast.
we had this.
Right? I said, you know what?
Yeah, yeah.
You work for
Analogy.
McDonald's. You are really good at cashiering. Why not you take up the
Bring you
director's
with.
role? Let's go. Same thing. We are doing fast food as well. You might fit the bill, and that's what they did. They tried that punt. They wanted continuity. They thought that hey, we could probably strike gold with Arteta because why? First and foremost, he's the only manager right now that has a full hairset. No receding hairline, is still all in black, and
Yeah,
he
boy.
and he dresses really well. Okay, so maybe you know what, Arsenal Fashion Club, Adidas dropping 12. We at this current moment we have dropped more shirts than the points that we have gotten so far in the league. So that tells you the state that we're in right now, the sad state of affairs. And I know people right now are having a field day, Joe. Arsenal are in
Yeah,
the doldrums and people are
yeah.
taking a meal. They are making a meal of the Arsenal situation. Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Can we talk about it for a while? I don't know. I want all of us to chime in. For
Sure, go
me,
for it.
I really like the way he exposed Arsenal, the way he made his intention clear. But as a professional, you are tethered, you are binded legally to your club, the same club that have been paying your wages without fail every week, the same bloody club that breed you from 6 years old to what you are right now. You got your international setup, you got your call up through Arsenal. It's the same club that gave you the prominent Ainsley Maitland fucking Niles. And that's how people know you. And you want to turn around, you want to bite the same hand that actually fed you, and you think that, oh, because why we are so fractious right now,
We don't
why
get
not
that.
take advantage of this situation? Because why the whole world will be supporting me, dude? That's absolute bullshit, man. That's fucking bullshit. You just don't do that. Joe, if you're not happy with your boss right now, do you then the next instant go to your Instagram story, I hate my company, tag my boss in it, voila, let's have a good day together? You don't do that.
Nah,
You're a professional. So act like one. If everybody, all right, had the same perspective, if they want to do the same thing that Ainsley did, Daryl, Shakiri, Origi, Minamino, should they not be hitting up the IG story? They should even make a TikTok video of trying to get off Anfield.
Yeah, yeah.
Did they
Agree,
do it?
totally agree.
They did not. Joe, Manchester United, DVB, all right? Donny
yeah.
van der
Oh,
Beek.
he is one boy who can do that.
People are
He should
taking
say
a
that I
piss
want
at
to
him.
get the F out of
Yeah.
United, man. But no, he did not do that.
Team viewer, and little did we know, team viewer was for DVB. He is viewing the
Yeah,
team from the stands.
but he did not say it.
Did he go to Instagram and say, hey, I want to move. Please let me move to wherever I am?
Nah, he's not going to do that,
And
man.
I find it is a complete hypocrisy that non-Arsenal fans and even some Arsenal fans were jumping in joy saying, hey, yeah, that's what you do. That's what you do, man. Wait, can I please refresh our memory? Harry Kane did the same thing. All right. He publicly declared his interest to move. All right. For an hour-long interview with Gary Neville. He actually stood a Virgil. He actually made a stance. He did not want to attend training. And then he realized, oh, yeah, I'm a player that's being paid by this company, so I have to do what I'm told. But when it comes to Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Arsenal, they are a circus. That's why the players are doing so. Come on, double standards, man. Double fucking standards. Preserve some class.
Are we
Okay,
done? That's good. Okay, you just let her go. We can just go take a break. One whole round. We'll start with Daryl. Daryl, what do you think of this Maitland Niles saga? Do you think he should have done that? Do you think it's not maybe because nobody's cheering him in Arsenal, so perhaps he went to social media, which you know is probably Songman is probably the best, strongest tool to get your voice heard. So do you think
No, I think that it comes back to the point where they don't have leaders in the Arsenal team to actually sort this boy out. From the start. I think that's the thing for me, that from the whole thing is wrong in Arsenal from top to bottom. Everything is just cock up. Anyone just do what they want. So I think these are the pieces that Arsenal should just let this guy go today. Just let him leave the club today,
yeah,
loan or
they should.
whatever.
Yeah.
Just get out of the club. That's it.
No, but Daryl, I want your take as well. Whatever he has done,
Yeah.
is it justifiable that he had to actually go up to his Instagram
No, no,
account
obviously not. Obviously,
to
but
actually air
but
your
that
dirty laundry, all right, in public, Daryl?
no, but you need to understand another thing is that this is nowadays footballers are like that. Use the power of social media. They go and do these type of things. They just want to,
Mm.
and they already know that the focus is on Arteta. They
Yeah.
want to shame him more. Yeah, that is normal. I just feel that this is football nowadays.
Oh, Zam, if it was one of your own, all right, what kind of precedents will it actually set for future footballers who are in the same mire as Ainsley Maitland-Niles? Okay, wait. You are okay.
you're
Let's go.
muted? Okay, you can go.
Okay. So when I saw the tweet, when I saw the IG story, I felt that I think it's just the frustration of, you know what, like I want to play. You know, the club is in shambles. I feel that there might be more to it. Like I think background, talking
Mm,
to Arteta might, then Arteta may say, okay, maybe what Arteta said to him, oh, you wait for your chance. No, it's like you wait for your chance.
mm,
But the fact that Arsenal let go Willock to Newcastle, right?
yep,
I felt that Arteta is just kind of like in his last chance alone. Like he said like, okay, it's either my way or the highway. You
yep.
know, I tell you when you're gonna play. If you're not happy with it, then bite the bullet and suck it up. Or
Shouldn't the manager preserve that kind of stance?
yeah, but if you look at it right now, the fact that maybe maybe and if you look at the background, right, the whole there's this rot in Arsenal that somehow or other no one wants to address it. And to the point that the spotlight is now in Arteta. I think the fact that I read somewhere, that he actually was shouting at who's that Syed Kolinov. Who's that name?
Kolasinac. Kolinok.
Kolasinac.
Yeah, you might as well call
Kolinov,
him
Kolinov.
Kolinok. Yeah.
Kolasinac, uh, but he wasn't paying attention that Tierney was having to take the brunt of it.
Yeah.
So I felt that there is more to it than what we know as fans.
Yeah.
Maybe we, maybe that game, like the Arsenal game, Arsenal City game was a paramount of, the players, fuck this shit.
Yeah.
We're not gonna play for the manager. It's like you imagine that can happen. Oh. Like I think City had that when we played against Wigan in the FA Cup final
Mm.
when we lost,
Steve
and then
Sitwell.
after that, yeah, we lost, and then next thing we know, Mancini got sacked.
And it was the players'
Mm.
revolt. They
Yeah, it was a
went to
bit,
the owners
yeah,
and saying that they want Mancini out.
yeah, and this can happen because the thing is like with Arsenal, when I think when we look at the whole structure, with people saying that Edu's transfer is very questionable, and then Willock, I would say one of Arsenal's best player that could be in the team,
Mhm.
was let go to Newcastle without without people asking questions. It says a lot about how the rod is in Arsenal. And the spotlight right now is in Arteta. I think people
Mhm.
may say, some people say, okay, trust the process, trust the process, trust the
Yeah.
process. But
Trust the processed meat.
yeah, but you look at it, when your player goes out, I'm sure that there is more to it. The fact that maybe he has talked to the manager say, okay, you know what, I'm gonna do a Ferguson. It's my way or the highway. I tell you when you're gonna play.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, you bite the bullet. If you're not happy, you go be a man, ask for a
Mm.
transfer. I mean, right now social media is important. Like you can do a hurricane. You can go use your agent, or if you can just go to the high management, tell, okay, you know what, I want to transfer,
Yeah.
but it doesn't happen. So I am assuming that there is more to this story. Like why he just snapped and
Mm.
go to social media,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, the reality of it is that when you have a manager who has lost control of what player posts,
Mm.
these things gonna happen. I think Mourinho had the problem, like Pogba, with Pogba, with being on social media. So I think this is what's happening in Arsenal is exactly the same thing like what happened with Mourinho and Pogba. Players just got frustrated, lost the trust in manager. Managers who have no faith in you,
Yeah.
and something's got to give. I mean,
Joe,
that's my opinion.
right now, is this the way to go then? If you want to force a move, say something publicly on your social media platform. I
I guess
mean,
I'm going to
look
wrap
at
this
look
up.
look look at FJ Joe. The question isn't
Yeah,
there
code of
a
conduct.
code
Yeah,
of conduct
sure.
with regards to social media posting, right? Because you never do that when especially it's your paymaster.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one. I think I'm going to just go with what Daryl said. We are living in a strawberry generation right now, whereby players are not able to take it. And look at my players as well. The likes of Lingard and Pogba, Jose is holding them a bit, and then they just got all triggered. And then the next thing you know, that's a whole bust up in trainings and games and whatnot. So I'm not going to defend and say what Maitland Niles did was justifiable. But these are the young generations that we are going to go through. Back in the day, where a player don't want to feature for a club, he just don't play.
Mhm.
We had this saga in the local football extent just a couple of weeks
Oh
back.
yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
you don't want to play, they just don't play. Simple as that. They don't go to Facebook or Instagram and say, "Look, I'm having issues with the club." Blah blah blah. No, it's just that young generations these days they feel that social media, or shall I just say, social media has a general, it's the platform to go to voice out concerns so that other people will chime in, and then the club or the organization has got nothing to do,
Mhm.
or has no choice. The hands are tied. They have to act on it. So now, so right now, if I want to look at how the case with Maitland Niles is happening, one thing where he's going to do is Arsenal have all rights to terminate him.
Mm.
They have all rights to terminate him if there's a code of conduct
Yeah.
written in the club's contract. But if there's no code of conduct and
Mhm.
he's doing this,
Yeah.
maybe he just wants to freaking leave the club. But if he wants to leave, he can just leave. Tell the
Yeah.
agent, get
True.
me a club that wants me. But the thing is there a club that is there any club that wants him?
Right. Look,
I think
Everton.
Everton, yeah,
Yeah,
Everton.
Everton.
Everton wants him. And you look at, okay, from this context right here, I know it's easy for us to just giggle off at this fact, but Everton right now might be considered Arsenal's rival. You're looking at that berth, right? Between probably eight all the way to probably six. Okay? Or maybe let me just go lower, six to nine. Everton will be up there. So why do we need to strengthen our rival? And look, we are giving them the free pass. It's not a straight purchase. It's going to be a dry loan. Loan him, and then he comes back to Arsenal. Is that how you conduct your business, Everton? You
Yeah,
want a
but the
player
thing
of
is, this is also fault to Arsenal. If you guys deem that he's a good player, why aren't you guys playing him?
no
So if you
Arteta.
guys are
So
not, the
Arteta
thing,
told
wait,
him.
wait, let me finish, bro.
Yeah,
If the thing is, if you feel that he's a good player, play him. If you do not feel he's a good player or he's a squad player, play him on the bench. I don't see him on the bench. I don't see him on the match squad as well.
he came
He
in
will definitely
as a
be
sub.
frustrated. I
He
mean,
came in as a sub.
he came in as a sub, but he's someone who wants to start. You guys didn't like Bellerin how he is in right back, and
Mm-mm,
this boy Manny Niles also said I would want to play at right back as well.
mm-mm,
And you guys want to play Cedric. Cedric is old, if I'm not wrong, and he was the cause of City's, I think, a couple of goals in mistakes. So
yep.
maybe Arteta is not giving him a chance at all at right back as well.
True. And it happens to every club, Joe. This is not exclusive only to Arsenal. So the question I have right now, should all the players conduct themselves the way Ainsley did? And then you come up with all these mitigating factors. Oh, you know what? The the gaffers lied to me. He mentioned that I'm gonna get a chance. Like I mentioned, Daryl, look at Origi. I think Origi has been served dirty, man. That same guy who brought you the Champions League now stuck to the bench. All right, he see no day of light.
No, but you see, he's not as good as the front three. Let's be honest. And Origi is what, 27, 28, if I'm not wrong.
Mhm.
He's okay. He has won. You see, some players want, like, they need to have ambitions in life. Like Origi, I think if you put him in West Ham or Brighton or what, he will start.
Mhm.
Yeah, I believe. But if he's happy just to sit on the bench and whatever Liverpool get, I just get money and I get a free trophy,
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah, I agree. The Champions League goal he scored and all that. But besides that, nothing much from him. Yeah.
No, no, yeah. And he conducts himself
Yeah,
professionally.
yeah,
All right. That is fit for purpose. You are a guy who's coming up for the bench. All right. If you need more, prove to me. Okay. And if you don't think that this is probably your muse, submit a transfer request, which Ainsley did not do.
yeah.
Submit an official one, and then we move.
If you
Don't do.
notice, if you watch the first what documentary was that with Jose
All
Mourinho
or
and
nothing.
everyone?
All or nothing. Yeah.
All or nothing. If you notice, remember Derek Rose and Danny
Rose
Rose
came up. Yeah.
and
Rose came up.
Mourinho. Yeah, I
Mourinho.
think Mourinho. You go to Mourinho, he was like super angry with him, and
Yeah. Why did you
uh,
play me? Yeah.
yeah, I see that as a situation of what Nathan
Yeah.
is doing. Yeah.
I don't know, Joe, guys, but I feel that this has actually spiraled out of control. And right now, you can say all you want about Arsenal, but I'm starting to believe that Arsenal, they are a spin-off of Boiling Point. Remember Boiling Point on MTV, where you go
Yeah,
up to someone,
right.
Yeah.
you piss somebody up and see how long they can actually put
Yeah.
up with that shit. So right now, Arsenal are on, and I'm really confused. I'm really confused to as what the future holds for Arsenal and what it does for Arteta. I'm so confused looking at Arteta right now. Arteta might as well call himself Bruce Jenner.
Yeah.
He is Bruce Jenner, bro. I don't understand him right
And
now.
William
You mean
William did you all a
Caitlyn?
favor, William.
A big one,
Yeah,
dude.
William.
20
Yeah,
million.
take a
That's a
pay
hefty
cut.
pocket.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Let's move on from the Arsenal one. Wow. It's good that I get to release that load. If they're
Me
vocal
neither,
in social media, then banish the player, not even train with the senior team, the management, wasting costs, managers wasting player talent this way. Let him leave, get him some money. If this was a rival club, can we get a clause not to play against former club? No, you don't do that, man. You don't do that. Yeah, you don't do that. And then thank you, Daryl, for giving us a voice on Origin. Hey, this one divides a lot of opinion, huh? Okay, this is almost bipartisanal, Joe. Honestly, Klopp won't condone all this. You try something. There you go.
True.
Yeah, you
Yep,
shipped
Yeah.
yep,
out.
yep.
That's it. All right. Don't do that. Don't do that, Ainsley. Bruce Arteta. All right, Joe. Let's go on to the next one quickly. Oh no, we can't do quick
It's
first.
the topic why we brought him on. This is the topic
Yeah.
why we brought Daryl
Joe,
on.
take this on, Joe. I'm tired, Joe. I want to take a sip of water.
Daryl, where's the picture again? How is it the picture again? Oh, sorry, not this. Where's that? Is it? Oh, sorry, not this.
Whoa,
Damn, where's the
The,
picture?
the third one. This one, Joe.
Ah,
Oh, the
nice.
this
fourth
one.
one,
It's
rather.
okay. It's the third one, yeah. Oh, it's the fourth one, yeah. All right, guys, we're going to talk about Liverpool's performance and their missed opportunity. A lot of people was going on and on about this Liverpool-Chelsea game. It's whereby the clash of the Titans. It's whereby Lukaku is whereby the team. I'm not going to start Lukaku first. Is whereby this is the game where Liverpool is going to know what it feels like to be beaten, real down and out. I was also I was feeling in a way whereby Chelsea is going to bring the A game. They're going to start playing, which they did. Which they did. Chelsea brought the fire to Liverpool, of which Liverpool countered it back as well. They played quite decently, but not the kind of Liverpool that I've seen how they damage Chelsea big time. But I've got to say, this Liverpool team, despite not buying any players in it, not strengthening anything, probably they buy Konate, but Konate is warming the bench.
Yep.
They still look like a team able to fight for not just top four, man. I don't think so. Top four is ever going to be in Liverpool's dictionary anymore. They are strong enough to fight for the title. I'm going to go with Daryl first. When the matchup came about first against Chelsea, all the talks, this could be. It was particularly like a top of table clash.
Mm.
Mm.
And were you like feeling nervous and feeling one guy is like shit? This could be the game whereby we get our first L.
No, no, I predicted it was a draw game actually, and I was like, I was telling myself, if we win, we're going to make a huge statement actually. If Liverpool, either if Chelsea won or Liverpool won, both of them would make make a statement, like a warning to the rest of the Premier League. But I agree with you, Joe. Chelsea was they were a better team for me in the first half. They were just brilliant. The way they organized Thomas Tuchel, the way he organized his team, even with 11 men, was just brilliant for me. I think
Yeah. The game was going on. No, yeah, red card days. We'll talk about it towards the end of the show.
Yeah.
The red card and all this. It changed the complexity of the
Yeah.
game. I think it brought Chelsea, broke down. I think Kovacic had a beautiful chance at one moment.
Yeah.
I think he had
He
a
broke
1-2.
away.
I think
Yeah.
he broke away. I think that is the only chance they had in the second half. They were defending really well. This was where I was very surprised Liverpool did not turn up, because I've seen Liverpool demolish teams,
Yeah.
especially in the second half with 10 men.
True.
If that team got a 10 men, that's it, finish, bam, boom, done,
So
and that's it.
So that's where you see also that Mane has not been performing. I know last week he scored the goal, but he's not been the best since last year. He's not been the same Mane we know 2 years back, and stuff like that. But if I'm Jurgen Klopp and I see Mane there doing this, and I turn around the bench and I look at Origi's face, and he's not going to go in and help me score. Or I look at it's very obvious that Jurgen Klopp don't trust Ox. He don't trust Naby Keita. Even he trusts Harvey Elliott more than Naby Keita and
Now, why is
Minamino.
that so, Daryl? Why?
Yeah,
do
why
that?
is that so?
I don't know. I really no idea. And he's not going to the transfer market, which I feel not replacing Gini Wijnaldum is going to be a big blow for Liverpool. And if you look at Liverpool, they always do their transfer business as late as possible.
Yeah.
Last year and Lovren left, they never replaced him.
Yeah.
Then we are damn unlucky that Gomez and Van Dijk went down.
Yeah.
Then when it comes to in January, and Liverpool bought Kabak in the last day of the transfer window, which
Yeah,
you
like a
should be
panic buy.
buying. You should be buying in the first week. You already know that Van Dijk and Gomez is already out of the season, and you didn't do that. And if you remember 2-3 years back, Milner was playing as left back, and we were like, why is there a low left back? And then finally, 1 season later, he rectified the problem by buying Robertson. So this is Jurgen Klopp's way that he always do it. Okay, now mind, I will see where this team goes till maybe January. Then maybe I will go for centre mid or maybe end of the season. So this is what I feel that will be for them or not be challenging for the title. I hope I'm wrong. I really, really hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But this is what I feel that separates the Chelsea and the Man Cities for me, who are the two most favourites to win the
Yeah,
league.
but there, we were going on and on about Chelsea buying, City's buying,
Mm,
United's
mm, mm,
buying,
mm, mm,
Arsenal's
mm.
buying, everybody's buying, but Liverpool's not buying. But I know I've seen in Twitter and some of the fans have been saying like, "Hey, look, no, we're Liverpool. We don't buy star players. We create them." That has been our
Mm.
motto ever since since Klopp has taken over.
Okay,
We don't
then buy
buy the
buy
star
buy.
players.
Okay, then buy Bissouma. He's not a world class player. Just buy him. Then you make
Yeah, and the thing is, if you
yeah,
guys don't want to go for the star players, and
yeah,
you at the same time don't want to go for the underdogs as well,
yeah.
two and two. But maybe you see, I feel that maybe Bisuma buying of Bisuma or any other centre mid might affect the progress of Harvey ever because if there was one player who stood up in the entire team against
Yeah.
Chelsea, that was the boy. Because I was asking my brother, who the fuck is that guy, man? Who is
Yeah, yeah.
that guy playing? I thought for a moment I thought it was Shaqiri. He was short. He was swinging here and there, and then my brother was
But
like, no, that's the new player, 18-year-old fella, Harvey. And I was like, whoa,
I
wait,
think
what?
you need competition though.
Yeah.
Regardless of
True.
I
There you
hate to say
go.
this. I hate to say this when you look at the Alex Ferguson teams and when they went to back titles, he always brings in another player in another every transfer window to lift the morale of the team. Competitiveness for the club. You can't be money doesn't give a shit. He's gonna play like shit. He knows nobody's gonna take his starting berth. He knows Origi is not gonna take his starting berth. That's it.
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
so you need competitiveness, and I can't believe fans were like, oh, I can't believe people like will say to me like, oh, I don't believe, no, you should trust the process. I want to trust the process. I want to trust what Jurgen Klopp is doing. I really
Yeah.
want to, but sometimes it's just too
Daryl,
obvious.
is it because of the analogy whereby I'm going to say like when you buy, it
Mm,
means you need to go for an instant success. Like City spends huge loads of money.
mm,
United spend huge loads of
mm,
money,
mm,
and then it's like, where's the success? So is that where Klopp is trying to deviate from and say that look, I'm not going to spend because when I spend, you lot are going to say where is the success if I don't win anything. That's why it's happening with United right now. We are spending and spending and spending, but where
no,
the
no.
fuck is the success? It's
The,
not coming.
the,
Is
the,
it
the,
possible
the
the fans
United
might be doing
problem
that?
is, we all know what's the problem. Okay, the United problem is totally, we know what's the issue there. But yeah, you are right. Maybe Klopp just doesn't want to spend. He just,
Yeah.
he don't want to put too much pressure on the owners and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So I'm still not sure whether the FSG is not giving him the revenue to spend, or Jurgen Klopp, because I still have this thing that Klopp has the last say of what is happening at Liverpool.
Mm.
The green light for him. If you look at
Mm.
his Dortmund team and stuff like that, he doesn't go out and really go and
Yep.
spend.
Mm.
This is not Jurgen Klopp. He always believes in, I train, and
Yep.
you see from there how
But
things go.
but could that also be his own wrongdoing right now?
Can maybe.
I think I think there's a lot of talks right now, Daryl, about FSG not
Mm,
wanting to spend. But I see
mm,
the situation as a neutral, all right, as an outsider looking in. This is like the perfect storm for FSG. First, let's get this real. They are not someone who's gonna splash the dough,
yeah,
right? Self sustainability. That's what
yeah.
the kind of financial model that they are on. And then you have a manager. I'm not saying that he's not willing to spend, but
Mm,
he's more than happy not to spend.
mm,
And if I'm looking from the third point perspective, this is also the same manager who has shown time and time again that I've got no absolute interest in terms of rotation.
yes,
No
Yeah.
interest at all. You
yes.
can be players like Robertson, players like Trent, players like previously Firmino before Jota came in,
Mm,
players like Mane, they can be hopping on one
Uh,
leg,
yeah,
no
they will
way. Yeah.
still
nowhere.
start no matter what. And I think you brought it. I think it was App that you actually brought in Sir Alex Ferguson into the conversation, and the reason why he was always at the top. I read one of his book. I think The Art of Management. He says that when they are at the top, you strengthen from the position of power.
Yeah,
That's what you do. And I think it's complete insanity that if you do the same thing again and again and you are expecting different results. I think they did it already with the title winning act and also with the Champions League winning act. But this is probably the perfect time for him to change.
no,
But
if you notice, sorry to interrupt, if you notice his Dortmund team is also was like that, and you remember that the last
and
season they
and
were
they declined. They
declined.
They
declined.
decline. Yes.
Everybody
If
left.
you see, if last season, if you take a look at Manchester City, if okay,
Yeah.
first three, maybe two games, Kyle Walker plays, then go Cancelo plays, then John
Mm,
Stones plays, then Laporte plays, But if last season, if Robertson would have got injured and
mm,
Simikas would have come in after maybe like, for
yep,
example, the last 10 games, for example,
mm,
he's going to play bad, and I don't blame him because he doesn't get game time.
Right, no. And
Yeah,
when
true.
and Daryl, stop. I mean, you got to chop there. And when he does play well, I thought he was brilliant the past two
Yeah,
matches.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he was
Robo,
really brilliant.
and let's get this right. Robo was not completely fit. He was not
Yeah,
100%. You
yeah,
could
yeah,
see that.
yeah,
But what did Klopp do?
yeah.
Back to Robo. No matter what, that's your
And
place.
I was,
This you are an unmovable item.
yeah,
All right. Same thing with Jota. Jota scored
yeah,
two goals for you.
yeah. And
As
Firmino started,
yep,
yeah,
crunch time. You know what? Back to basics, boys. Back to what I'm familiar with.
yeah,
Firmino up top. That's it. And
yeah.
people were lauding, oh, at last Firmino, or rather, oh sorry, now Klopp has finally realized that he's gonna make his changes early. No, that was forced because
He got a
Firmino had to
hamstring.
hobble off.
Yep.
Hamstring injury. Right? So that's why right now, maybe okay, maybe we want to put Daryl probably right now on the pause for a while. Haizam, how do you now evaluate the situation? It's a case of owners, you are not spending enough. And then
Yeah,
you look at the
I
managers,
think and
managers.
I think we throw Zam the question of owners because he knows what owners is. Zam, I'm gonna throw
Oh
you this.
yes.
Is it because
Habibi.
I'm not gonna buy the reason where FSG has no money. Glazers has money, guys.
Yeah.
These guys run baseball teams and NBA teams. Daryl, you and me know how well these guys run the money with these kind of clubs. These guys they run shitloads of money. All right. So there's no way FSG has no money and said, look,
Yeah,
Klopp, I've got no money for you. Yes, you won the league, you won the Champions League. I got no money.
yeah,
No. When Boston Red Sox won the was the MLS or something? I forgot about it.
Mhm.
He spent.
yeah,
That bastard
yeah,
spent because I
yeah,
knew my brother watched baseball. That bastard spent and got one of the top baseball player into his team. So the thing is, Zam, I'm going to give you this. You of all person knows for owner's perspective how they run the money. There is definitely money there. There is. But the thing is, I told one of my cousins this.
Mhm.
If FSG were to just give good sum of money, I'm not saying 100, just 50 or 60 million,
Mhm.
Klopp will go out there to get that hidden talent out because I know for a fact he's not the kind of fella who goes out to buy Mbappe, who goes out to buy the Ronaldos, the Mbappes, the big ones. No, they know he goes out to find the hidden talent. 20 million, 30 million, pop gets into the team and they bamboozle the entire team. I'm going to throw the question to you. Is it a myth that owners do not want to spend because tak ada mula? I got no money, bro. I got no money. I don't want to give.
Oh yeah lah, I don't think they don't have money lah. Okay, if you look at it, I think Klopp is a victim of his own success in a way because last
Yes.
season when the players were injured, he promoted I think record number of youth players for from the I would say that I wouldn't say record number lah, but I think last season showed Klopp's ability to make the best out of things.
Yep.
You know, like he doesn't panic buy in a sense. And I think from that perspective, the owner said, okay, you know what, we'll have this status quo. You know, let's see what Klopp wants and see, you know, whether does he need the player. You know, I think it's a matter of want and needs. You know, we don't want to buy players just to buy players. You know,
Mm.
need to justify. Like I think last season when you know Van Dijk and Gomez was out injured, they
Mm.
don't have that quality defender to step up. You know, I think that's why Kabak came into the picture. You know, they promoted youngsters, and then start of the season they bought Konate, right?
Yep.
You know, so I think that's the idea that okay, maybe eventually we'll have players. We don't have an overload of players. Instead, we have players that can step up when the key players get injured. So I think that's the reason why, like right now, like you see, Klopp is not trying to. I think have that balance of like, okay, I think FSG the owners definitely have money. Like what Joe says, you know, the American owners they have money. They will know they will plug money out of it. If you look at, you know, if you talk about United, you know, like they spend the money, you know,
Mm.
and yet they can still get Ronaldo. Of course they have money, but the thing is right now is that the
Why want to spend
justification.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, why? You know, like you must give me the justification.
Yeah.
Why should I spend it? Like last season, you had this injury problem.
Mhm.
You managed to juggle, you know, the players.
Yep.
So right now, if you want to buy players, give me the justification. No, I'm not gonna say no.
Yep.
You know, as a manager, you give me the justification. Why should I give you 50 million to
Mhm.
go for player so and so? You know, why should I give you, you know, 80 million, 20 million? So I think
Ooh.
like what Joe says, the owners definitely have money, but the
Yeah.
owners would definitely will not want to splurge, you know, or be ham-fisted of the money of, you know, okay, we're not gonna give you money because
Yep.
right now with the reality of EPL, you need money to invest. You need
Yeah,
money to invest.
definitely.
If you want to win championship, you have to invest. No, there's no go around to it. You look at Leicester. The owners know that, okay, you want to win, you have to invest.
Oh,
So I
oh,
think for
they
FSG,
invested. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
they invested. So I think FSG knows that, okay. I think only as fans, definitely we all want the best players coming to the club.
True.
I mean, this is
I mean, we
reality.
I
But
mean, we all get the fear, right, Zam, that everybody around the market are now shopping frantically, and there Liverpool are sitting nice and coy, and they seem like the business has ended way before it started.
True.
It
I
was
mean,
it was
Another
dead
thing,
before its birth.
another thing, afraid like I'm very scared of, because Klopp's contract is finishing at 2024. That means what? Another
Yeah.
two more seasons is done. He's
Mm,
definitely done.
yeah.
Okay,
mm.
I foresee that. So
Yep.
he's extending this Anderson's, Salah's, which they deserve to be.
So he's gonna
So
stick with them
take
all the
them
way
all
through.
the way,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
once
oh
he
yeah, yeah.
leaves,
Yeah, there will
you
be
know
a
what?
big gap to fill.
Once
Yeah,
he leaves, when Alex Ferguson left and give
Yeah.
David
That's
Moyes
how it's
back,
gonna be.
you gave
Yes.
him,
That's
when
what.
you suddenly when you sit back and look at all these
an
menu
aging
players,
squad,
are aging team,
aging squad. Yeah,
and
Yeah.
this is what is going to happen eventually.
true,
It's the
true.
Two
same
years
thing that's
later, yeah.
happening, man. This is what I said a year ago, where I was a guest in this show before. Is to say that you guys can enjoy club all you want, like how we enjoy Fergie,
We
but
just wanna rub it in.
you need to start right now. And I got the hit, and they were saying blah blah. He's going to be here for 10 years or 15 years. We're going to win the league. And I said, yeah, I'll be happy if you guys win. I'm born in a family of Liverpool, man. I love to see my family members smiling and enjoying fun once in a while. But the thing is,
Once in a while.
look, right now what's happening. And the thing is, I don't think so. There is a successor. I'm not going to go to Gerrard and say that, oh wow, Gerrard is going to be the next successor. If Gerrard is going to come in, he's going to face the same thing like what Lampard faced, Arteta faced, Ole Gunnar
Yes.
Solskjaer faced.
Yeah.
He's not going to come in and say like, whoa, I've got to pull up players. He's going to come in when
Yep.
Salah is 33 years of age. Mane
Yep.
is also 33.
Yep.
Bobby, all these players, Van Dijk is nearing and all this. But I'm going to turn this around 360, guys. Is it because Klopp feels he don't need to spend, but he has that current crop of players that is good enough to fight for the title, be it on the bench or his starting 11? If you guys go to look at it, all right, I don't think so. Alisson is going to get injured that often, and the replacement for Alisson, that young boy,
Gallagher.
Gallagher,
Gallagher.
he did well, so that's fine. Two centre backs, Van Dijk and Matip, sitting down the bench is
Konate,
Konate,
Gomez. Yeah.
Gomez. Another solid ones. Your right back, left back has also perfect replacements. Your midfielders, you guys have like 8, 9
You got
players who
you
can
got
play.
seven at least. Seven,
Seven
active
at
midfielders.
least. And your fronts, I would say maybe Salah and Mane, the replacement, that is where it affects. So to maybe just go there to get a number 9, but he felt that, look, I have Origi, I have Jota, I can mix them around.
Yeah.
Maybe he feels that, look, I've got a good squad players. I
Yeah.
don't need to buy anybody.
But Joe, look.
Why do I need to get in?
No,
It also it is. Yeah, sorry. There, go on.
No, sorry. So he addressed this issue. He said that he only will buy a player that he feels that will improve the team.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
So I can name you 20 players that is better than
Yeah.
Barclay Chamberlain, Naby Keita, Minamino, and Curtis Jones.
Yep.
It's, I don't understand what I really don't get it. Of course he has a lot of 8 midfielders, but
Yeah.
besides Fabinho, Thiago, and Henderson,
Mm.
you look at the bench, it's miles away.
True.
Yeah, true. I think this is where I think the how to say the difference in Liverpool's first 11
Yeah,
and their
and the
squad
bench.
players.
Yeah.
But-
But
okay.
the thing is, sorry, I'm just going to go a little bit.
Mm.
Daryl, who, if you were to given the chance to sign someone, all right, I'm not going to hear Mbappe, all right. If you guys go to sign someone to improve the team, where and who will you want to improve?
I would improve the front three. Definitely.
definitely, man.
Definitely.
And who do you have a name in the back of your head, like someone to get and all this?
Not right now, but yeah.
Yeah, because the thing is, right
Yeah.
now in world football, there's not much players
Yeah.
out there to buy. So that is also one thing Klopp also knows.
Yeah.
And I only learned it today, whereby Tristan was telling me, if you are a top 4 or top 6 team, your scouts are rubbish. And Michael Edwards is leaving your club as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another
That's
blow.
another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another blow. I think it's blow after blow after blow. So it's like Michael Edwards is leaving end of season. After 2 seasons, Klopp is also leaving.
Yeah.
It's there. The signs are there.
True.
The
Look,
signs are there.
I think right now it's too early for us, all right, to reserve an obituary spot for Liverpool. It
Nah,
looks
it's too early for that.
it
Nah,
looks
nah.
like now what we are doing collectively, we are now probably singing him the eulogy. It's not dead. Let's not get this wrong, all right.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
we just
Yeah,
want to just unpack this whole issue that we have right now with
yeah. Later, all
Liverpool.
these
But
the strong Liverpool guys came for
you
us.
talk about transfer. Transfer is a two-way street, man. You need players who are willing to go to Liverpool as well. As big as a brand they are, but if you are an aspiring striker right now, your market, let's go with Dusan Vlahovic, all
mm,
right, Serie A player of the year, young player of the year,
yeah,
21 goals, and you knock on his door, hey, I'm
yeah,
Liverpool, you're going to play for Jurgen Klopp.
yeah.
My next question for Jurgen Klopp, am I
I start
guaranteed
to
to
find
start?
my part.
And then
Yeah,
start. Yeah.
Am I guaranteed to
that
start?
was
Because
one of the
why?
reasons why Timo Werner didn't want to come to us.
Yeah,
Yes,
am I
correct.
guaranteed to
Timo
start?
Werner
And
fits like a glove in the Liverpool team, man.
we talk about
Yes,
Origi. Look, I'm not making Origi to be a world class player. He's not. All right, fact of the matter, he's not. But he's a good enough backup. But because of what Liverpool has actually done to him, he lost his Belgium spot as well.
yeah,
Because he has been left there rotting on the bench. So
yes,
I also read right Sancho news. Apparently, Sancho's agent actually went up to Liverpool as well, just to ask is the interest in Sancho genuine.
mm,
And Sancho's reply was yes, I'm interested to go to Liverpool, but can I just
Yeah.
know what your plan next season
What's your plan
mm,
when it
next
comes to the
year?
front three? The
Can
answer
I
was
play? Yeah.
the front three will still be at
Still be
Liverpool,
there.
and he
Yeah.
said no chance
yeah,
am I coming to Liverpool. So right now, Daryl, this is again the buck should stop with Klopp. Show some interest, man. Show some intention that I'm willing to tinker and rotate, because
yeah.
until you
So
do, then
no,
FSG is not is gonna
yeah.
be happy with not spending.
So he said that he's gonna do the Simikas and Robertson rotation. So let's see,
Let's see. Let's see.
Yeah, I think that's a start. I think this will be the end. We will say that if he were to rotate Timikas and Robo,
Hmm.
then we might still say, oh, hey, look, club actually rotates
Yeah.
his players.
Yeah,
But the
yeah,
thing is, I felt that Robo should not have played the Chelsea game.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
let's
all
take
right.
a couple of comments, a lot
A
of
lot of
comments, guys.
comments, yeah.
Full one, more
The
please.
Prames,
Actually,
the Aruns, oh, they're coming in.
Mickey Salah, he looks like he's the only one turning up for big game. He is the model for consistency, man. Mo Salah, and he was trying. He was trying. I thought maybe in terms of formational switch, he could have been played as a nine, and then this
Mm,
is where you probably put Ox on the right wing, all right, to
mm,
give you that a bit of dynamism to stretch the defenders, because it was obvious that they were doubling up, they were ganging up against Salah. He was not making any
Yeah,
inroads that day,
but
all
bro,
right,
I was telling you, I think Liverpool would have paid another 90 million to have scored.
and they would have scored.
yeah.
True,
Chelsea
true.
was just fantastic. I think props to them.
Yeah, and Prem, look like LFC paper first 11 on paper is the best around the world football. Hard to
True.
disagree, Prem. But
Hard to disagree.
if you look at last season result, obviously you guys were not champions, so you cannot use that as a determinant that your squad is the best in world football right now,
Yeah,
because
Yeah,
you did not finish anywhere near number one, which is the
yeah.
all important position. All right, and then we got a question from Ridwan. A question to Daryl: do you think Smika should start against Chelsea? Yep, quick one, Daryl. Should he? Should he
yeah,
not?
yeah, yes, yes, you should have.
Yep. Okay. And then we got Kabak as well. Kabak was no choice, bro. They thought they can cover the problem. His last chip, I can't remember which player injured that game week 2. Remember, you also bought Ben Davies, man, who again nowhere to be seen
Oh,
now on loan.
Sheffield, yeah.
Yeah, on loan
Sheffield.
now. And Harvey Elliott reminds me of Sterling with us, gutsy, confident with the arrogance, good players, and replaces Shakiri. But who replaces Genie, Ox, and Keita? They are never fit, and this is where there's no market to offload these two players. And also another one, I think this might also do Liverpool in, is because the type of pricing they put on the players. They
Yeah,
are
Mhm.
someone who is willing to dig in their heels and not budge if the valuation is not met. Hey,
yeah.
this is the same club that sold Ryan Brewster for 20 odd plus, Solanke 20 odd
Yeah,
plus,
Bro, another thing,
Jordan Ibe 20 odd plus,
Tammy Abraham was sold to Roma for what, 30?
30 plus,
30.
yeah.
Yeah, 30.
And no club wants to buy Origi for 20 million, you know. Liverpool trying to get him out. This shows
Daryl,
the difference.
should Michael Edward and team sometimes certain transfer, right? They
Yeah.
have to actually just cut their losses. Look,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
this
you
is
should.
way below the valuation, but we are
Yeah.
in a pandemic. This is a unique market.
Yeah,
Let's move on with it. They should, right?
definitely. They should
Yeah.
definitely.
And then this is by Arun, buying doesn't need necessarily mean success. Man, you have spent almost $1 billion now with one Europa Cup to show. True, but Arun, if you want to rewind the tape, when they were at the top, they were the all sweeping team with Ferguson. He always sell his best players next season
Yep.
after enjoying the highs, right?
Yeah.
And he
Sell
said that,
and then we get a
Only
new one.
two the
yeah,
previous, yeah.
yeah, and he says
Yeah.
that the best way to preserve this baptism of fire is to bring in another good
Yeah.
player
Yep.
and to replace that world class player who just left your door, bring in a new one. All right.
Yep.
And then the next one we've got again Prem. Wow, Prem is on fire, man, today. There are
Ah, it
players
is
like
very much on fire.
Neto injured.
Gravenberch.
Gravenberch. Yeah.
Gravenberch is good, bro.
Then they get Chunha, and also I think one went to Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
Bissouma all for the taking. So why do we make same like that? They cost 50 odd million. And I think with Liverpool, right, the sweet spot is the 30 million mark.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Keita, Salah, Ox, they all went for 30 odd plus mark. And look, I don't understand why they are so fearful of spending big monies because if history, all right, would be the biggest proof, every single time when Liverpool splash the buck, they got really good results
Players,
out
Good
of it.
results. Yeah.
You talk
Good
about your
results.
Alisson, you talk about your Fabinho, you talk
Van
about your
Dijk,
Van
VVD.
Dijk, yeah.
They have yielded really positive results. So why are they so fearful of spending the big cash?
Really no idea, man. Really no
Say for
idea.
it, the next one, the previous game was a team screaming out for a goal scorer. Bobby
Yeah.
Chef Life
And
ending
score.
soon. And you know what? Faris is about to get even longer because he is going to be extended as well. Oh, wait, has he extended already? Daryl, he has, right?
I'm not sure about that. I
Yeah.
don't think so yet. Yeah.
Okay. And then we've got Daniel Kase. Manu will win the league. Ronaldo will bunkos this league.
Ooh.
I hope he don't bunkos United. Huh? Here we go again, all about buying the wins. Look, we got to speak about it, man. We have to speak about it. Honestly, Daryl, I want to pose you the same question Klopp asked. Who actually is in the market right now worth buying? There you go. He
we just
mentioned
covered
right now off the list 20 players that he can instantaneously buy and that will upgrade the team. Bissouma.
Yeah.
Everybody's
yeah.
talking
Ruben
about
Naves,
it.
Bissouma, so many players. Man.
that. How is the club's not looking at these players?
But I think the problem they face right now, again, fair to the transfer department, they are not being able to push out players out of the door as well. Because if you ask them right now, 20 million for Ox, they're probably going to snap your hand off. They
Yeah.
probably want to take it.
Hey,
But
screw that. Even Raul Jimenez of Wolves.
they are no suitors.
Solid number 9, bro.
Replace Jenny with Progress Club is doing another Godzer in LA. Wow, interesting one.
That's a big
Interesting one.
game.
And then Prem, no, Joel Roberts, myth that club doesn't like to spend. He spends a lot on a reasonable fee.
Yeah.
He likes to buy players who fits their philosophy and
Yeah.
coach them. Michael Edward, right now, sinking ship. You know what? If he does really leave,
Nah,
we're
I
gonna
don't
have a
trust
Liverpool
sinking
show.
ship, lah.
We're gonna have a Liverpool show if he does actually leave. And then Liverpool got wasted talent. All right, and Sanjeev, long time no see. The problem with FSG is
Sanjeev.
right now after winning the league, they are contented. All right, let me just sum this up. They are contented right now. They are okay to be mediocre. You know what? As long as you finish in the top 4 spots, money will come in. Exactly what
No, but
happened to Arsenal
is
under
the
Arsene Wenger.
no, this is the problem with like fans who are thinking, oh, this is enough. I'm happy. I want as for Liverpool to go to the level of that Man City level that
Yeah.
like I want to be there every year challenging
True,
for something.
true.
I'm not going to be happy with a top 4. Some fans are really happy with that and okay, fine. Go ahead. Just not me.
I think during the start of the season is always we want to win the league, and then towards the end, that's where you see
But we are
can we
settled
do
for,
that, and then we settle for top 4.
And you know what? A lot of people actually wrote off their winning title act because they say like, you know what? If you're really good enough to prove us that this is not a fluke, do it again,
back to back. Yeah.
back to back. All right, put your money where your mouth is. Prove to us that you are no fluke team. Do it again, and they did not. They packed up. They finished off what 4th last season, third.
Third.
Again, that was really admirable. Judging by what they
despite
actually had
the
to
injuries,
go
yeah.
through,
Yeah,
that was truly admirable. But could that situation have been remedied before? Could
Yeah, if
somebody
they
have actually
invested,
And
forecasted?
some more, and if I remember, City didn't start well as well last
They
season.
didn't.
Yeah, they
They
didn't.
Remember we
Liverpool
lost
would have
to
went
Leicester.
game on
Yeah,
if they've had the players.
Yeah.
One minor problem is that Liverpool first fucking phenomenal and the fringe players are not equally
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
That's a big gap. That's a big
That's a
gap.
huge gap. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what? You really cannot knock those substandard players, for Liverpool because it's the same players like Origi who actually got that the Champions League. It's the same Shaqiri who broke the deadlock when Liverpool couldn't break down Manchester United. It's all that small little players that we
It's
see.
all one game,
not enough.
bro.
But maybe that's
Yeah.
what you need at times, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to throw caution to the wind.
Yeah.
Also, I don't want Liverpool to become a destination where you sign player, blah blah blah, sign superstar, wing. That's not our DNA.
I don't know which player earns 510 though. Arun, please enlighten me, man.
Versus FSG account do look bleak, but we didn't spend because of stadium expansion, new training ground.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I don't know the degree of truth, Prem, but your training ground has been sponsored massively by AXA. AXA is paying majority of it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Then COVID, now we cleared the net spend for Konate. So basically zero, yeah. Agree new contracts, but hey, yep. There you go. You know what? A lot of arguments out there, the Liverpool fans who are pro FSG, I would say, they say, hey, you
Yep.
know what? We extended contracts. That
Yeah,
should be
and
good enough.
I think that's what Prem has said. every sports in the team,
Yeah.
they has to renew contract. So what's so big deal about this?
Liverpool do not need new players. They need a wake up session, Joe, from Adam Koo. Have you attended one of those, Aizam?
Oh
Adam
my god,
Koo?
Adam Koo,
Oh,
crap.
My God.
Adam
Possibly a
Koo.
Michael Edwards disciple though.
no, can't take him for gospel, man. Henderson's game leaked to the media. And then, hey, alamak, why this guy? Arsenal. Are we on Arsenal? And then, yes, Liverpool is a good team. Really, I have to agree. The rotation is not constant. And then, let's go, let's go. Let's see if there are new ones. Hey,
this is
beware. Arsenal
interesting.
is coming after top four from below. Arsenal, tiada, come on,
This
man.
is good, bro. I want to take this up.
Take this up.
Daryl, trend moving up to the midfield will
Mm.
solve Genie issue. What are your take in this?
Wow, I really like this comment. I really like this comment. I hope to see that also. Yeah, you know.
Do you think that
Will
Trent
will he do that though?
be
Will
the
he?
midfielder?
He looks like
Why
he
not?
can play in a centre mid trend, you know. Look at his passing, it's just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
The
Yeah,
passing
yeah,
is you
it's
can't.
just-
That
yeah,
is
but-
undeniable.
No, but
But it takes a lot, no, to just to play. You know, from the right back view, if you don't defend, you have the ball. If you don't have the ball, you just pump it the ball. That he has a
Yeah.
lot of time. But in the midfield, you do not have much time. The moment you get the ball, 2, 3 fellas is coming after you.
Yeah, yeah.
Does Trent really have the kind of compose?
Against the Chelsea game, he did well. In certain parts, when he was playing the centre mid, you know, off the ball, sometimes he goes to a deeper end to the centre mid.
Yeah, yeah.
He did
True,
okay.
true.
He did okay. So I think maybe more games will help
Never
him
know.
there.
Fun fact, guys, I play Trent in my center mid FIFA. So yeah.
I mean, that's where he started, Joe.
Yeah,
alright?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Liverpool team about to become a retirement home if they don't make transfer. So I think that's the biggest fear right now, lingering
Ito,
threats
Tristan.
for every Liverpool fan. And then, hey, you know, Arun, we see eye to eye in this, man. We see eye to
Oh,
eye.
big time.
Legends, yeah, Adam Koo. And we've got another one. You need a winning goal that look at your bench. You have Origi and Minamino. I would then look at Kelleher and bring him in. Again, I bring up this point. There were a couple of times when you guys needed a win. You guys brought in the likes of Origi and he actually stepped up to the fore. It's just a matter of whether you want to
There's
use
only
that pace card.
a Liverpool fan will understand, bro.
Maybe. All right. And then, but who to replace the right wing
I
back?
think Prem answered that, bro. Look at that. Prem answered this.
Gomez,
TA
yeah.
to
Oh,
midfield.
Yeah,
Pate, all
Yeah.
that. True.
And then Gomez. Oh, okay. All right. Joe, we could go on and on and on
We
and
can
on.
go
about this.
all and all and all.
Look,
Yeah.
I think it's high time for a Liverpool show. I think this is a true indication that we need a Liverpool show.
We need a Liverpool show. So for that alone, we promise you guys out there, Liverpool fans, we will do a full-on Liverpool show one day. All right, we will do it. It's coming back. It's coming back.
All right, okay, Joe. Before we do the Viva Ronaldo, can we just quickly talk about Spurs? All right, just make it a quick 2
I
minutes.
thought we did that in the first field. That we're done with Spurs, man.
Maybe
Come on,
not.
we
Come on,
have
okay,
none of the Spurs
let's
fans
play
watching.
fair. All right, the guy that has been quiet today is Haizam. Haizam, Spurs,
Oh,
top
Haizam.
of the table. Nobody is talking about them. Sleeping under the radar. 1-0 win, back to back. Again, I wouldn't say surprise package because we know what they can conjure up with at the very last minute. But this Nuno, is this going to be a sugar rush for them? Because I'm an Arsenal fan. I am not supposed to comment. Okay, but you winning 1-0 consecutively is a dangerous, dangerous threat.
1-0 to the Spurs.
No, don't take that off. That is for Arsenal, okay?
Well, actually, if you look at it, like, okay, I think when we start of the season, we always say, right, that we should take the first 5 games as a benchmark.
Yeah.
You know, if you look at it, like, I mean, looking at the table, 3 goals for Spurs, you know, 0 against. I mean, defense is still solid, but looking at the fixtures, you know, when they meet the next maybe 5 games, then I think that will be a true test on whether are they going to challenge for the top 5 or even for the title, or they are just going to be pretenders in that sense.
Okay. But so far, so
so-
good for them, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
Perfect
so far,
spike.
I mean, Nuno is doing, showing the potential, you know, that he had with Wolves, to where Spurs, you know, I think bringing it slow and steady. So I mean, let's not discount the fact, but I think for the next 5 games, let's see whether the true test comes, you know, where Spurs can maintain that form. Then we can talk about whether it's going to be their season or what.
True. All right, and again, I would like to engage in all our dear viewers right now. Can
And to see
Spurs
where
break?
Spurs do it.
Can Spurs maintain this all the way through? And I'm looking at what, top four? Are we looking at another top four gate crashing act from Tottenham Hotspur? Guys, yes or no? Quickly, we want to hear from you as well. Joe, moving on to the next one.
Yeah, I think no, we'll keep this a little bit. We just talk a little bit of
Oh,
this of
okay.
the
Quick
international
one.
part.
International,
A
international.
quick
Right.
one. Daryl, I
Uh,
think Daryl is one guy who's definitely the club is
Is it
affected by
fair for
Mane, Salah, and
clubs,
all this. Yeah.
yeah, to stop players from participating, especially right now, as you
No,
know, with the COVID situation that is prevalent throughout the globe? I think
Warranted.
I think it makes sense, man, for clubs
yeah,
not
man.
to actually
For
release
me
some of them. I
especially,
don't,
I
yeah, I don't
support
know
it.
what you think about it, but Daryl, come on, your piece.
Yeah, I feel it's fair for them to not travel. Just
But
because most of my Liverpool players are Brazilians or Africans. Yeah, so I'm
but
happy
wait,
with this move.
Daryl, the
Yeah,
question is if they want to, if it's again, this is again their desire, the clubs, are they right to actually just intervene and say, no, son, smell the coffee, I pay your wages, sit at home?
yeah. I think they should just listen to the club, you know, for the
Mm.
for the safety of everyone and stuff
Yeah.
like
Oh no.
that.
Yeah. True. Safety
Yeah,
for
yeah.
everyone.
Just stay with your club and get on,
But
Yeah.
then
close
again,
quarters.
it's national colors. You see, it's a bit
Yeah,
difficult to say no
yeah.
to your country.
Yeah.
So
And you know what, right? It's tough for the African players per se because in January they have their biggest
yeah,
tournament
yeah,
of their lifetime, and they have about what 2 or 3 months right now to just probably prep themselves before
yeah,
the big competition. And right now the clubs are saying, no, you're not going to travel. And especially players like Mo Salah, who's the captain, he is super proud representing the Pharaohs.
yeah.
And now you're telling your captain can't participate in friendlies. How
I
is he
think the
supposed to get ready?
African Cup he will go, but I think just the friendlies and
Yeah,
stuff like
but you know, right? Just leading up to the
yeah,
African
yeah.
Cup
I
of
need to
Nations,
yeah.
you still need to be there, right? You need to be bodily present so that they can fit you into the team. But you're not being allowed to. How would you feel as players?
I don't know, man. I'm really not sure about how to yes or no.
Oh,
Yeah,
I, I think
Joe,
Zam wants to take in this
Zam,
Zam.
Zam, come on, Zam. Hey,
Okay.
wait, your players who are affected right now for the red zone countries?
Bukan nama
Riyadh.
Mahrez. Riyadh is
Mahrez,
Mares,
yeah, Mahrez.
Mares only. Mares for the Africa AFC Mares.
Oh, that's the key.
Other
Don't buy African players.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yep, that's the
I,
key,
I think
bro.
I think if you look at it for the past few seasons, right?
Uh-huh.
Even for me personally, I feel like when you buy African players, right? I mean,
Mhm.
no disrespect to them, but when the African Nations Cup come into place, right? You
Yep.
see, there's the teams that will have the most African players will be affected by the whole tournament.
Yep.
So for City, it's Mahrez lah. Other than that, I don't see any impact in that sense lah. But
Mm.
if you were to ask me, like I think especially in times of COVID, the club is paying for the player.
True.
No, I mean yeah,
Agree.
true.
Yeah.
National pride comes in place. You know, you
Yep.
say, oh, you should play for the country, but
Mm.
I always feel that if a player gets a career-ending injury playing for the nation for the national team,
Ooh.
Especially when
you,
it's
you
just a friendly.
yeah,
No, what about
especially
Ericsson? Remember the Ericsson
yeah,
situation
yeah,
playing
yeah,
for
yeah.
Denmark? He's out.
You
Yeah.
imagine, you imagine if that is friendly. You know, if that happens during a friendly,
Yeah, boy.
Inter will be like shit. You know, like we are already financially struggling.
Yeah.
We have one of players that we bought. You know, one of our key player that we bought so expensive from Spurs,
Mm.
and we cannot play him. Then
Mm.
what happens now? Like, you know, it's gonna open up a whole new can of worms. That okay, club versus country. You know, then you
Oh,
see,
you don't want to go there.
FAs will take clubs, and vice versa to the
Mm.
CAS. You know, having this argument. You know, fight. Okay,
Yeah.
if this injury happens, who's gonna be responsible? You know,
Ooh.
the clubs will definitely say, I lost my employee. I think come back to the fact that if you are an employee, you know,
Mm.
you moonlight in a way and you get
Yep.
injured, who's gonna be responsible?
Oh.
Yeah,
True,
so
true.
I feel that right now with in times of COVID, right, I think
Mhm.
clubs have every right to say
Say
no,
no
look,
to them. Okay.
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
True.
That's
And what's your take in this?
No, same man. I just want to again go back to the point made by Tristan here. I echo his sentiment as well. All right, COVID situation. The club or rather the country does not pay you a single penny. I know it's pride. I know you want to do it for the nation. I know it's your childhood dream. But hey, if you're willing to say that, I mean, you got to probably come up with a truce, a pact between you and your club. Saying
Yeah.
that, for example, boss, if I do travel and then I come back negative, then
Mm.
whatever wage that I owe you, that's the club's fund. I'm willing to sacrifice that. If you can come up with that truth, if you can just in writings, pen to paper, willing to take that up, I'm okay. You can go, son. But if not, do as you told, stay where you are, stay inside the box, don't move. Next week we have a game. That's your money. That's your bread and butter. Yourself, Joe?
Same. I think the club has to force this down the player's throat, bro. It depends on. It doesn't. It There's no word says depends. The thing is now we're in COVID. Do
Yeah.
not travel. Stay in the bubble, safe and sound. Yes, I understand that international break. We need to get the national boys to be gelled up.
Yeah.
There's I think World Cup is coming in. AFCON is coming in. They need to be clear. Yes, I understand it's big competition,
Yep.
huge competitions, but at the same time, I think there's a time, there's a place, there's a day to play your friendlies.
Oh yeah.
Not just 3 games into just imagine 3 games into the league, and then all the bunch of internationals go out to play, and then imagine once one club got about 5 or 6 COVID cases, and
Died.
all of them has to quarantine, and then what about the league game?
Mm.
Yeah,
Like, I
yeah,
remember one of those days where Aston Villa kena, whereby they had to fill their
yeah, yeah.
entire youth squad because they have not much players left.
Yeah, yeah, true.
So, and then what about them? Will this happen if one of the top clubs get into COVID and then they start to react? FA and all their TV rights, they don't like to sacrifice. That's where ESL can be played. But yeah, players have to listen to the clubs. They are your paymasters. So
Yeah. Stay where you are.
stay your ass down, stay where you are down. But then, is your players affected in the club?
Yeah, a lot, man. We've got a lot of African players. We've got Aubameyang, we've got Partey, we've got Pepe,
Ooh.
we've got
Yeah,
El
yeah.
Nene. They're all going. And you know what? Even before traveling, right now, 2 of our players or even 5 of our players are down with COVID. Imagine them traveling out.
I think for
Oh,
my case,
bloodbath.
only Cavani is affected, but we don't need. It's okay if in
We got
quarantine
Cristiano.
because we got this boy coming in, my boy.
We were gonna segue that way. Bastard.
Classic.
Because we just got the goat, like we call him, like what the goat or what the world called him, the goat. No, I like it when when in tennis when people call Roger Federer, here comes the goat.
Okay.
When they in NBA, I think Daryl's going to get angry when they call LeBron the goat,
Oh.
and then he comes in as well, or they call Kobe or Michael Jordan as well.
Yeah.
So in football, it just gives me a little bit more happiness. I saw the goat in Kobe. Now I'm seeing the goat in Ronaldo.
Yep.
It's nice, but there's always a big but in this. There's always a big but in this. But before that, I just want to lighten the mood a bit. Let's chill a bit. I've just got one video for a fan.
The worst one.
Ronaldo.
The
It's
worst one wife
bro.
can
It's the
ever
worst
be.
one.
The worst
Yeah,
one.
Rabak. Enjoy, guys.
The one lah.
Viva Ronaldo! Viva Ronaldo! Running on the wings, hey United sing Viva Ronaldo!
Hey, Ridwan, thank you so much for the video. I applaud your commitment in the highest level. Thank you
That
for
was
the video.
really awesome. But you know
It
what?
was really awesome.
If
Thank
you
you so
show
much.
Ronaldo in the plane that video, Ronaldo will make a U-turn, bro. Back to
You
Turin.
turn back to Turin,
Thailand,
he will
back to
stay in
Turin.
Turin. Probably even go back to Rome and ask Jose to sign in. All right, I'm going to start with, I've got both of my rivals here. Or let's just say Arsenal as well. But now, not so much.
Don't you consider me a
Great.
rival now?
Let's start with Daryl first. All right, let's start with Daryl. Daryl, I'm hearing a lot of noise from my United side. Ronaldo is back. The GOAT is back. Yes, I understand. He's probably the best we have ever seen in our times. In the 90s, kids will know this. The best player is back in United. But I'm hearing a lot of voices whereby 21 lock and loaded, we are going to wrap up the league. He's going to bamboozle the games, blah, blah, blah.
End the show.
I will speak my piece later on.
Okay.
And the guys knows I'm realist. But I want to know from your point of view, what do you think of his arrival that's going to create the impact in Premier League and the games that he's going to play, and what else? What is it for the league when Ronaldo is coming back?
I think it's very, very good for the league. Very, very good. I know I'm excited. Liverpool fan to see what he's going to do. He's 36, right? Yeah, 36.
36,
So what can he do? He's not that Ronaldo is playing in the left wing. He's now out number 9 Ronaldo. And some of my Liverpool friends were actually like saying like, oh, what is he going to do? He's 36 years old. And I was like, are you guys kidding me? He just was Syria's top scorer and he just was the top scorer for you. They're talkingly arguably one of the top 3 best players in the world in history of football, and he's back and I'm excited. I think guaranteed minimum 15 goals from him. But then again, the manager now the pressure is on him.
Yeah.
and let's see how. The, I mean, the pressure is on the manager to get the best out of his team, which I
Hmm.
feel that we have
Mhm.
a really, really very strong team to really compete for everything. And let's see how we go. Yeah.
All right, well said, Daryl. Zami boy.
Hey.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll keep
I
Zami later. We'll
know.
keep it. We'll save the last for the best. All right. What
Yeah.
about you, An? Ronaldo's arrival. What's going to happen to the team, An?
You know, I was com-
Is he gonna elevate this United team like what a lot of people expect? He will elevate this team with 30 goals in a season.
I wouldn't say elevate the team, because I think when you talk about elevate the team, you guys have seen it in real life with Bruno Fernandes. That is the true essence of elevating a team. Because look, before Bruno came in, you guys were really dour and oury. You guys couldn't break teams. You guys didn't know
Yeah.
how to score. You guys completely forgotten how to
Yep.
score and how to be exciting again. And when Bruno came in, he completely revolutionized Manchester United and the way they play. And that was the perfect springboard from what United are right now. I don't think you are talking about elevation per se, but you are talking about just
The next
from
level. Yeah.
the angle
Yeah.
of now executing it. Because I think with United, right, like I mentioned just now off air, they are always the groomsman and the bridesmaid. They are never the groom and the bride. They
Yeah.
are always there on the second pedestal. They are never the one popping the champagne. So probably right now with Cristiano Ronaldo, you might just realize the dream, but same thing like Daryl, man. That one guy by the name of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you can have 10 Ronaldos playing for the
Yeah.
team. At the end, the key determinant whether you win or you lose is always the manager. And
Yeah.
managers like Tuchel and also Klopp recently have proven you can give me a whole load of garbage. If I'm good enough, I'm gonna reach the destination with all these baggages. So I love Ronaldo. I always think that it's a complete non-starter when you compare him with Messi. Messi is a coward. He can shove his two balls right where the sun don't
I
shine.
was just about to go
Right?
there.
But
Yeah.
yeah, Ronaldo is the goat for
Come
me.
on, and you're
And
gonna get a lot of
I'm
heat for this.
I'm completely pissed that he actually chose Manchester United. Maybe, as they say, Manchester City will never
Bro,
really in
bro.
for him anyway. Hey,
He the fact doesn't change that he head got turned when Man City was called up.
of course.
That is a fact.
But
Okay,
Manchester
and
United fan will
Manchester,
deny that,
yeah,
Daryl.
yeah, and I mean, Alex Ferguson did save the whole legacy of Cristiano Ronaldo. Let's be frank here.
Yeah,
Really?
and I'm
Yeah,
Legacy
no,
affected.
yeah,
Come
Joe,
on.
I'm quite curious, Joe. If okay, let's say for example, hypothesis, right? If it's not Manchester City who came in for Cristiano Ronaldo, let's
yeah.
say for example, argument's sake, it was
Bayern Munich.
Tottenham Hotspur. No, let's say English Premier League as well,
Yeah.
all right? But it was Tottenham Hotspur or perhaps Everton. I'm just throwing names here. Do you think United will also scramble to the hotline to call him up to get him back to Manchester United?
Could be.
Because
You know what? Maybe because this was the only time or the only chance of signing back. Sentimental value.
but you guys
Let's get
rejected
the
him
boy
twice.
back.
You guys rejected him
Yeah,
twice.
back then there's
Last
still the
season,
price
it happened
that's.
last season.
Yeah, but I think back then
Oh.
there wasn't really a strong interest. There wasn't like this much where just like that.
It wasn't
And the thing is,
interest.
Ronaldo wasn't really also part of the deal for this season.
Yeah, so
No way in a million years I was thinking, oh wow, okay, Cristiano's going to come back and is going to play for us. No, no way. I didn't really buy that thing. And the thing is, do we really need him? And that's another thing where
yeah.
I'm going in that narrative. Like, was he someone that I need? So I feel that it's pure sentimental value. Even if it's Tottenham, Everton, Leicester, I think they were just wanting back because the fact that he wants to return to England was the key. So if it's any other club, I think they'll say, hey, look, he wants to come back to England. Just shut the fuck up and just get him.
I mean,
Sentimental value. I think probably they
Yeah.
work in that way.
I find it
And no,
really
and no other clubs
perplexing.
was like really interested in him. I
Yeah.
also like
No,
shocked.
no.
Yeah, I was telling my guys, there's only two clubs that can afford him, PSG and
Yeah.
City. That guy is 36 years of age, still wants to challenge and needs
Yeah.
a bumper contract. He needs someone to pay him well. At the same time, he will deliver for the club. And I felt that he worked hand in hand for City. I told that for some before. The reason why he works hand in hand for City, Pep is going to leave 2003, another one more
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
He's going to leave another one more season. Ronaldo is coming into City for a 2-year contract.
Mm.
These boys, two of them wants to win the Champions League. That's the only way he can get his hands on the Ballon d'Or again. So that was the only time I felt that, look, let's let the boy play. He wants to go to City. He wants to win the Champions League. Pep wants to win the Champions League. Works hand in hand, let the boy play. But
I don't
because
think
he wants to leave, come back to England, and then City gets into the mix, and then everybody is like Rio, Ferguson, Rooney, and all that. Oh crap, what's happening?
Yeah,
Then they
Daryl.
just started, yeah,
Yeah,
they
shoot,
just
Daryl.
want to bring him back to Trafford.
Yeah. No, I think Daryl, you were on something, Daryl. You
Yeah,
were about to say
I
something.
don't
Yeah.
think he will play to that Ballon d'Or or Ronaldo level. I don't think so. I just wouldn't believe he'll play to that level. But he will be a natural goal scorer as usual.
Mm.
He'll always
Mm.
be. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
if there's
But
anything to go by, look at his Euro performance, right? He
yeah,
was still the
yeah,
top scorer.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm just wondering right now, I don't think it's so much of a sticking point, but I find it such an intriguing case. How would he work in terms of just ego? All right. The environment and the premise that he's entering into, this is not a squad that is winning consistently, right? If you look at the team that he has actually entered, Juventus was winning what before he entered 6 or 5 on the trot,
Mm,
and now right now he has to be that main guy, so everything goes through him. And even you look at Bruno Fernandes, his play was stifled massively because even the penalty. I heard this podcast. They talk about free kick efficiencies. They say that Bruno has a higher one, but in the training ground, the coach told, all right, Bruno Fernandes, when Ronaldo is around, don't even bother taking the ball off him.
mm.
Could it be the same for Manchester United? How does that swing for players
Must
like
be the same, I
Paul
think.
Pogba, the guy who is now the darling of Old Trafford? Everything good goes through Pogba. Now it's all through Cristiano. How is it going to play up? That's a question that needs to be answered, and it can only be answered when he touches the grass
yeah.
in the Premier
Let's
League.
go to Zami boy. Zam, I'm
Okay.
gonna throw this narrative to you. When he was when Ronaldo said he wants to leave, PSG's was coming for him, Cities was coming, even Madrid also was thrown into the mix. United not so at the point of time. At that point of time, his age wasn't an issue. Nobody did say, oh, he's 36 years of age, he's old, he's not the player once. No, none of them. All they're saying is 5 Ballon d'Ors, top scorer in Europe, top scorer in Italian Serie A. The moment United comes in,
Bye bye.
Guto, 36 years old, what can he do? Well, then the player that you're going for, I mean, you guys were actually screaming your lungs out and say, look, Joe, your legend is coming to City, bro. But the
Okay.
moment the narrative switch, he's an old man. Come on, where are we going with this? When you heard the
Okay.
news where Ronaldo is coming to City, what were you feeling? Were you feeling hyped up? That's it, Champions League next season. We are going for a go.
Okay, I'm gonna as a City
This is
fan.
your time, huh? I give
Okay,
it to you. Huh? Don't say I never. Huh?
yeah, as a City fan, I said, we buying your legend is just for shit and giggles. I mean, personally for me, like what
Okay.
we did with Tevez.
All
And I
right.
think, I think when we are lucky in this generation where, this banter has come to the stage where we can just make a mockery out of it. When Tevez came to City, we had that welcome to Manchester thingy. And then when Sancho went to United, United guys do it. It's really for shit and giggles, But for me personally, I think uh from putting away my City biasness, I think Ronaldo still has got it in him. You know, it's not like as if he's past the stage. The fact that after what he does, he comes, he says that okay, I want to come back. He could have just taken the easy way out. No, like you know what, Major League Soccer, settle. He
Yeah,
can do that.
yeah.
You know,
Oh, Inter Miami, huh?
yeah, he can go to Inter Miami for if he wants to leave his legacy on a high. He can just okay, join Beckham, Inter Miami. He can go to other clubs. He can take the pay cut. The fact that I think we had this conversation, right? Like we about City. Like we took 3 Ls. With like Messi and then Kane and Ronaldo. For me personally, I felt that Messi could have just gone to City. Challenge himself. But he take the easy way out. You know why? PSG.
Yeah, but there was
Ronaldo.
no interest in Messi, right? Sorry to interrupt.
No, I think City had no. City wanted
Huge,
Messi.
bro. Huge interest.
Huge. There huge interest. I think,
Yeah,
and the fact that when Grealish came and then Messi was available on the free, people was like, hey, we could have just waited. But I think the shit has passed. But with Ronaldo, it's not that he's already on the down low. No, I think he said, he wanted to leave. He because I think United initially rejected because the plan was Ole, was saying that okay, we are focusing on the future. So I think wanting to fit Ronaldo into the mix is going to be a struggle for Ole. I think the table turned when the fact that oh my god, a legend, a United legend going
yeah.
to City is gonna
Yeah.
be like shit, and everybody knows that, like what Ferguson said, Ronaldo is his boy. He will, if he was dead, I think he would
Come
get
back from
out,
his grave.
come back from the dead and say, you know what, Ronaldo, don't do it, don't do it, do not do it. You're gonna taint the legacy. But okay, but like I said, I'm talking right now. I'm not gonna be biased. Okay, him coming back is like Michael Jordan coming back.
Oh,
Washington Wizard. You know, yeah, he may be,
coming back once again to Chicago Bulls
yeah,
again,
yeah,
and do the
yeah,
three-peat. Oh god,
yeah. Oh my god,
it's
like
magical, bro.
the thing is that, okay, as a football fan, I think let's enjoy the moment that he wants to come back. He wants to play at the highest level. And right now, we all know EPL is the place to be. You know, I mean, putting the romantics aside, he, coming back to United. Okay, like I think what you guys mentioned, the Norwegian salmon. What is he gonna do to it? He has Sancho. He has Greenwood.
Hmm.
He has Cavani.
Keep going.
He has the pretend French Henry.
Mm.
How is he gonna juggle? You can talk about legacy, you can talk about, get the old gang back, get Rio, get Evra, get everyone to talk about, hey, Ronaldo,
Yeah.
don't think your legacy. Sentimentals aside, sentimental values aside, you put into picture right now, how is Ronaldo gonna fit? Yes, Ronaldo can be the captain. I think we mentioned about the, Harry Maguire was saying that, oh, you know what,
Calling him
Ronaldo
his
gonna be
captain.
captain.
Yeah.
That's why the thing is that it's gonna be interesting. Like I think what we mentioned.
Mm.
Only the work starts when Ronaldo plays from the first minute.
Yeah.
That's where we see whether the ego is there,
Yep.
whether is he gonna say, okay, you know what, I'm 36, I can be a great leader for United. I'm gonna basically continue the legacy
Yep.
of being that player that Ferguson gave me an opportunity to be where I am right now. Hopefully make world beaters out of Greenwood. Revitalize Rashford's career.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah, but the thing is right now, the sticking point, and I think every one of us here agreed that what's Oli gonna do?
Yeah. True. And
Is Oli's gonna do when the big treatment to him? No.
nah, he
I
wouldn't
don't
do
think
that,
so. He
man.
won't do
No.
that.
that's
But
impossible, bro.
and it brings out a great point when we mentioned Ole. Joe, you're a United fan, right?
Hmm.
If it wasn't Ole who's the manager right now, let's say for example, it was
Jose Mourinho.
Jose Mourinho, even LVG. All right, let's do LVG instead because right now you have that Portuguese link. Let's say if it's an LVG, all right, this again is sentimental value is completely remote and isolated. You can't link them up together. Do you think the manager will say yes? Because right now you guys are screaming for a DM.
Yeah, that is where I feel, how to say, I'm very worried for my team. Yes, I'm all highs and low. I'm very happy that Ronaldo's back, blah blah blah, all this. But to look at it, I've been screaming for a DM for the past 2 years. We have yet to fix it. I've been screaming, and yes, I've been screaming for a DM and a number nine. These two major roles, positions that where we have yet to actually sign any players or cover it up. Yeah, Cavani is there. Definitely, he's doing a great job. I'm not saying I bite my bullet for last season for calling him some names and said he's not going to make it. And yeah, Cavani did it. Cavani did a good job in that. But the thing is, I'm looking for long term. Is he going to do it week in, week out? Is Cavani will be able to do week in, week out? Yeah, he came off the bench. He scored a wonderful goal. He came back against Southampton. But we need a player who's going to do week in, week out and throw in 20 goals to 25 goals like Harry Kane. And that is why I was screaming for Harry Root Kane to come for United and United to sign him. But that didn't happen. And in this summer, then we got Sancho and then we got Varane and all this. Yeah, I'm happy that we got Varane. Our centre backs is settled. I'm happy that we got Sancho, someone who can play a wide out right wing. Good that is decently coming up. But we are still not focusing on a DM. The thing is, I don't understand why my manager is not looking at the perspective of, yes, we've gotten Varane, but just because we got Varane, it's not going to solve the defensive issues. We still need a CDM. We saw how Fred played a sole CDM. You're not going to play Pogba deep. I'm a PP fan. I've seen Pogba for a longest time, and that boy, when he plays deep, is probably the worst
But
player.
that's what a lot of fans are clamoring for. Oh, why not play Pogba in the six? He played there for France.
He
No,
played
they,
there for France because Kante is there. Kante does the defensive job.
Yeah.
Pogba doesn't even need to
And
cross the
that's
halfway
why.
line. That's
they
what
are
people
trying to
don't see.
convert Pogba into a Pirlo number 6
Yeah,
kind
the
of.
registrar role.
That's where he actually did very well in Juventus, no doubt. Yeah, in Juventus. See, the thing is, in Juventus, he had a defensive midfielder there to does the defending job solely. There's one person. In France, Kante is doing that solely. So in United, we don't have that fella. We used to have Matic, but Matic is getting old and slow, so it's a bit difficult for him.
Yeah.
You know, like the Liverpools, they have Fabinho. The Chelseas, they have like the likes of Kante, Jorginho there as well. Arsenal have Partey and the new fellow Lokanga as well. Cities have Rodri and a bloody 35-year-old Fernandinho.
37, bro.
Got City, 37. At that age, he was 35. He got City to 100 points and won the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't need a young, fast-paced midfielder. No? Someone who understands the game, like the Bisumas, like Neves. These boys understand the Premier League really well at the back of the head, and they just need to sit in front of the defense and play. That's where when Ronaldo comes in and everybody is going, it's like, wow, we're going to do this. No, everybody's happy. And in my back of my head, I was thinking, you know, you guys will know, right? I was thinking, just let Ronaldo go City, and then we can focus on buying someone like Neves or Bissouma. We need that. Yeah, we saw that against Wolves. Fred cannot play that role. Scott McTominay cannot play that role. Matic cannot play that role. And who we got James Garner out of the loan as well. So when these kind of players are not able to suit, that's where we revert back to the double pivot. Just imagine Fred not able to play DM in his loan, Scott not able to play DM in his loan, but you put these two clowns together and make it a double pivot, and you want to play that.
Double
That is fucking suicidal, man.
Dumb and dumber.
Dumb and dumber, exactly. So in that way, I just feel that we still have to. For record, I'm going to tell this: Ronaldo is not going to tear the league apart. I'm not going to be like Chelsea fan and say, Lukaku, we're going to tear the league. Guto, we're going to do this. Van Dijk is going to get it. No, come on. The thing is, at the age of 36 years of age, Ronaldo, he has a body of 25 years old.
Yeah.
That fella still can do it. But it remains to be seen whether can he do it now. Why I say that? You look at the likes of Burnley, you look at the likes of Southampton, their defenders, one time they just slide in and attack you, you're finished. You're finished. That could be one of the reasons why Messi didn't want to come to Premier League. Why Premier League is not the top, it's not one of the best leagues in the world, but it's one of the most physical leagues in the world. Players come here, they fear for their life, they fear for their careers. Luke Shaw broke his leg here. You know, a lot of players broke their legs here because why? The physicality is strong. Will Ronaldo be able to sustain that? That is one thing. His goal scoring record. Are we feeding Ronaldo enough? You know, when we look to the ball, are we going to be looking for Ronaldo or looking for the likes of Rashford or Sancho's or Cavani? You know, what is he going to be? How is he going to play? If you don't get your fundamentals right as a manager, your basic tactical plays, Ronaldo in the team, like what you guys say, give him 10 Ronaldos, he's never going to get it. But my reply to him is, if you do not sign a DM in the next 5 hours, trust me, we are going to have the same shit all over again, whereby we will struggle to score goals. At the same time, we will struggle to defend.
And sorry, Derek, go ahead.
Joe, I got a question for you. So Ronaldo signed for 2 years, right? So
2 years, yeah.
Yeah. So is it like? But I had the impression that Man U is like next year, you know, they're gonna get Haaland in. You know, I got this feeling. But you think that the Haaland thing now just goes away?
Half of me feels that the Haaland saga still could go on because of his release clause. I think 80 million. A lot of players can go for it. At the same time, I feel it's a bit difficult. Why? Because there's a lot of complications. His father hates United. Haaland's agent hates City. And there's a lot of complications here. Whereby I feel that Haaland may or may not. The only reason why I feel Haaland may still come to United, by then I feel Greenwood would have improved because of Ronaldo. That is what I want Ronaldo to do. Come in and improve the likes of Rashford, hopefully the Henry fake Henry as well, and Greenwood, especially Greenwood. Improve him as much as you can in the 1 year. And hopefully, the reason why I feel that Haaland may come 40%, 50% is because of Ole. Because Ole is the one who gave him his first professional debut. So maybe that particular sentimental value may help and say, hey, look, this is the manager that helped me discover and gave me the chance. Maybe if I go to United, he's going to play me something.
Well, Ronaldo's, like, for example, next year, will Ronaldo sit on the bench for him?
I don't think he would, man. If he's fit, he's going to play.
I don't think so. It's going to be difficult whereby maybe after 1 year, then another club comes knocking for him, then we sell him off for 20 million, and you know, it's one reason why they call it the last dance. It's just one season. I have a feeling he might just be one season,
It's
may not sustain for
a
another season, and
it's a
then we'll
it's
see how it
a
goes.
sentimental signing if you look at
It
it that
is.
way.
Sentimental signing, yeah. I rate this as a
Okay.
sentimental signing
Actually, okay,
whereby
I have a
we have to
question
sign
for
for it.
United fans. I really have a question for you. Okay,
Let's go.
okay, don't hate me because I'm a City fan.
No,
Okay,
I hate you.
okay, touch your hearts.
Don't want.
Okay, was the Ronaldo signing essential in the current team for United have right now? I think Joe was always saying that you guys need a right back, you guys need a
Yeah.
defensive midfielder.
Yep.
But was the Ronaldo signing really necessary? In the fact that you
Yeah,
guys could have gone
answer it,
for a
fellas.
yeah. I mean, as United fan, I mean, let's put the rivalries aside. You know, like I
Yeah.
said, I told the guys, City took 3 L's. You know, but right
Yeah.
now I'm interested to see the dynamics that you guys needed strengthening in the right back and the defensive midfielder position. And I think Joe mentioned it, and I think a lot of people were saying about, don't talk about the sales value, you don't talk about the commercial side. We are talking about the footballing aspect.
Mm.
You guys need a right back, you guys need a defensive midfielder.
Yeah.
But because you guys in a poker game right now, you guys got shook because City showed their hand. You guys thought, okay, you know what? We need to play. We need to follow through and get Ronaldo. So is this gonna disrupt the whole dynamics, or you guys feel like, oh, it's gonna be memories of Ferguson era? Remember this.
Mm.
Ronaldo left during Ferguson era. How many managers have come after Ferguson?
Mm.
You guys have been missing that title winning era, and you guys think Ronaldo is like the savior in that sense.
And okay, and this is why I want to jump in, right, Haizam?
Mm.
For me personally, all right, I think Joe spoke to me. He asked me, and I think only you would understand the whole sentiment of a legend coming back to your club with Thierry
Mm.
Henry. I cried, boy, that day. I cried. I did. And I want to post you the same question as well, Haizam, right now. Okay, take it for example. Okay, just for conversational sake, right now you are in a dire need for a number nine. We all know that it's a well documented issue. Right now, all of a sudden, Vincent Company, let's say he's still playing. Vincent Company say, hey, I'm looking for a club right now. And Vincent Company is 34 years old. And you know for sure he can still play for 2 seasons. Touch your heart. Would you take him back?
Yeah, I would take. I
Same thing.
will.
And I think for Manchester
Yeah.
United, it's the same answer. It's because of the sentiment pool. It's too strong. It's overwhelming. It's over compelling. Nobody can deny why Ronaldo came back to United and why United fans were jumping for joy. They were ecstatic.
Mm.
Truth be told, if Thierry Henry right now is still playing at the age of 45, I want him back, man.
But that's the thing, because right now you guys are in shambles. Okay, like for City, I remember the no I remember
Again, he needs to remind me.
no I remember for City, like company was, I think majority of the season was injured, no,
Yeah.
but the presence of a legend for City and that leadership quality, that's the reason why we didn't let him go
Yeah.
until the fact that, oh, okay, he wants to go back to Belgium, and so we let him go.
Mm.
So I think, like for me, okay, like Ronaldo, yes, Ronaldo is still basically, like, for a 36-year-old, he has a 25-year-old body,
Yep.
with that near zero body fat.
Yep.
Of course, he's going to be a key player. But the thing right now is that with Ole's initial reluctance of, okay, we do
Mm.
not want Ronaldo because I'm looking towards the future.
Yep.
You guys have Greenwood, you guys have Rashford.
Rashford, they
I
got Cavani, they
Yeah,
got a couple of
yeah. You,
scorers.
no,
Yeah.
you okay. You guys have a leader in that sense. The elderly, no, the elder in Cavani. Who
Mm.
can guide the players in that sense.
Yep.
Okay. And Ronaldo is. I wouldn't say he's a leader. I mean, Ronaldo's ego is documented.
Yeah.
He's really I really want the best. I really want the best. But how does that put into form about, okay, the team dynamics? And
Yeah.
and we're talking about Ole, we're not talking about like Ferguson, we're talking about Ole. And I think for the past few seasons, I think United fans already have already like in two divisions of like, okay, Ole in, Ole out, Ole in, Ole out. How is he going to manage?
I
It's
think
going to
time
be
will
interesting.
time will definitely tell. I think in terms of transfer window, you guys got a couple of hours to go, right, Joe? Before we know whether you are getting the CDM, right?
Yeah,
And right now it looks like
I
you
don't
guys
think
are
so.
not getting one. And
Yeah,
questions should be asked of the Glazers, because right now nobody's talking about the Glazers. All of a sudden, all right, that whole hullabaloo about Glazers out has been shut. The
Yeah.
noise has been reduced to an absolute zero. That was the perfect PR stunt by the Glazers family. You ask them in isolation, in a cold room, you force an answer out of them, they would say, "I don't. We didn't want Ronaldo back. We did not want Ronaldo back because if we had Ronaldo in mind, he could have come back to us two occasions. We did not want him, right? But because of Sir Alex and because of Ole, because all these legends right now say that
Sentimental value.
we must get him, I'm forking out the cash, and it's a popular decision. It's a popular decision among the fans, and that will give me a bit of security, a bit of calm and peace after the debacle of the ESL. That was the
But
perfect.
you must notice that Ronaldo came in with a lot of revenue. They made a lot of profit in terms of.
No, it's never. Yeah, yeah, no,
Yeah.
I
You
agree.
know,
There,
you're looking
I
I,
at
think we made
business
about
aspect.
250 million
but
though.
that's how I would never bring about when it comes to Ronaldo. Never about the money because his name will sell itself.
Yeah.
Right? He will pay for his own wages and he will pay for his own transfer fee. But right now, what I'm concerned, or I'm not really concerned, but I really want to push this to Joe. Last season, we see that, or rather, we saw that you guys needed a couple of strengthening in all different positions, and then you came up with a patch up work. Cavani came in last minute, and then you got DVB who right now has not been utilized proper. You guys needed Sancho, that didn't happen. Sancho only came this season. So could it be another patch up work from Manchester United transfer group? We needed a DM, but hey, the easier transfer is to get Ronaldo because he is right now crawling back to Old Trafford.
Nah, I don't think so. They look at it. I still feel it's a sentimental value where they bought him just to just hype up the business and the marketing aspects,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. You know, it's
Yo,
sentimental value.
I want to answer to Tristan's question. Like
Which one?
contradicting also the just take those shits off.
This one.
Okay, Tristan, like I said, I'm not doubting about Ronaldo's ability. I'm doubting about how Ole is gonna manage the team. I think you got my explanation wrong. I never said Ronaldo is over the hill. You
No,
know?
I think this is for me.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm actually
yeah.
doubting Ronaldo though. Definitely, I'll doubt him. The thing is, why? Because
Yeah.
I feel the physicality of the league. Uh, we all did say that. Yeah, Cavani really did make the cut, but I
Mm,
still feel that as a number nine,
mm,
uh, you're looking at the likes of you're fighting with the likes of Harry Kane. You're fighting with the likes of Bobby, Salah, Mane. These fellas are going to be performing week in week out.
yep,
But Ronaldo, yes, I know he's fit, he's good, but we still got a feeling that this is the English league, man.
yeah.
This is still the English league.
And those people who come up with the retort, oh, he was a high goal scorer. Joe, you were the same
Yeah,
guy who said that Edin Dzeko at the age of 36, Zlatan at the age of 40,
ridiculous here.
Giroud scored a brace over the weekend. These people are all pushing 40. I don't think you can take what Ronaldo did at Juventus for gospel. Because if
Yeah,
you are being really myopic in this. Because there are players right now who are way older than Ronaldo, who has probably more body fats than Ronaldo, and they are banging up 20 goals per season. No chance in hell that you can use that as a retort or as an argument point.
yeah, yeah. I get it. He's one of the top players in the world. I get it. I love him. The fact that he's back at United, but we cannot be going over the cloud and say he's going to bang on 20 goals for sure. I don't. I haven't seen him how he plays. The thing is, right now our own boys are also struggling to play the likes of Wolves and give it Southampton. We saw how the team performed against Southampton. Just by putting Ronaldo into that picture, it's not going to help. No, the entire Portugal team had a wonderful team. They had Jota in there, they had Bruno in there, they had Cristiano Ronaldo in there. They
They
failed
failed.
badly
They
at the
failed. They
Euros.
failed. Yeah.
They failed badly at the Euros,
And you know
man.
why? Because they all relied heavily on
Yeah, yeah.
Cristiano.
Ronaldo, they relied heavily on Ronaldo. So if the United team is going to rely heavily on him, if it's 12 years ago, this was a guy who gave me the joy of my life.
Well, of course, man.
All right, I was excited whenever he played. Whenever he came off the bench, I'm excited. I will support him no matter what till the rest of my life.
Mm.
But for the entire team to rely on him, that is where the danger comes. It's going to be dangerous. Just like how we were relying on Bruno for the good times where we relying on Bruno to do something, and when he didn't, we jam.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. So it cannot be we are going to rely on Ronaldo to do everything for us. No, but I feel that we will be there. He is definitely going to elevate us in terms of he will bring us a little bit further, try to do us some favors. He's definitely going to elevate the likes of Greenwood. He's definitely going to elevate the likes of Rashford. He's going to elevate the likes of Marshall and all this. All right, but at the same time, we still have to be skeptical. We can't just go all on and just say he's going to come and
I,
grab the
I'm,
league.
I'm, I'm really, I'm really keen to see whether he does actually elevate the players around him, because when he was playing anywhere, it was all through him, right? I don't think he has improved necessarily the games of people like Paulo Dybala. In fact, if anything else, they have all regressed because everything needs to go through Cristiano Ronaldo. And
Yeah.
I don't see him, suddenly plushing up players like Greenwood, players like, I think if anything else, people like Cavani would do it because they are so selfless. They will
Mhm.
learn from players like Cavani, not Ronaldo, because wherever Ronaldo plays, Ronaldo is that mega man. He got no time, right, for him to nourish and to make sure players around him flourish as well. Because if you
True,
look
true.
everywhere else, it's all about him. When he was at Real Madrid, Benzema had to take the back seat, and when he left, Benzema step up, and you say, "Oh, Benzema can actually play," right? And it's always about Ronaldo. So I'm really interested to go back to that point.
I mean, it's
If he
yeah,
really will improve people like Greenwood, because I tell
yeah.
you, he's a beast, he's a machine, he's
Maybe if they
clinical, it's
looked
all
at him,
about him.
if they looked at him the way he trains and all this, maybe. But the thing is, the fact of the matter is, if he were to sign a CDM like the likes of Neves, Bissouma, all right, with that one CDM with Bruno, Pogba, Rashford on the left, Ronaldo in the center, Sancho on the right, we will win the league. Mark my words. We will win the league if we have Bissouma, Neves as a CDM,
Okay,
Pogba and Bruno, Rashford on the left, Ronaldo in the center, Sancho in the wing. We will win the league.
all right. But if you don't have a CDM, you won't win the league.
No, no,
With all that squad that you have right now, you still
no.
won't win the league.
You know me, bro. I'm someone who sees the gameplay. You saw how we struggled without a bloody DM against Wolves.
Daryl,
Pogba is at up,
Yeah,
Bruno
bro.
is up. We don't really have a DM.
Daryl,
It's
right
going to be
now,
difficult.
if Klopp has all that talent right now at his disposal, win the league for sure.
Yeah.
That's the
But not,
thing. The
but
manager.
the manager, okay. But Daryl, come on, sum up. United,
Sum up, bro.
Cristiano Ronaldo, love
Let's sum
affair.
this up.
Where will this lead Manchester United? Would it lead them to that promised land of number 21?
No. No, no. I don't think so, man. I just still say Ole is the problem there. And yeah, they do need a CDM, and I don't think they'll get one in another 5-6 hours time, because I think,
Yeah.
if you're Wolves, you won't want to sell him. Maybe if last week or 2 weeks ago, if they approached, maybe we can talk about it. But now, last day, Wolves need to get a replacement. I don't think it's
Okay.
possible for them. Yeah.
All right. Okay. And before we close, Joe, I don't think we can do another agenda. We got to keep it for
Yeah,
another
I think
because
we
we're
got to
already
keep it for
way
another
above
time.
time.
Yeah.
But guys,
I'm so sorry, man.
I just want you all to chime in as well. All right. How many goals will Cristiano Ronaldo score
I think we got though like 18
in the
goals. I think Trish said 18 goals.
in the league without penalties? I'm gonna let's do one better without penalties.
Without
Right.
penalties.
Without penalties. All right, how many Cristiano would score without penalties? Just for fun sake, okay? And Joe, we're just gonna sweep through all those throng of comments coming in. Again, I really want to apologize if I cannot pick every
Yeah, so
single
sorry,
one of
guys.
them. But Arun mentioned here CR7 wanted to go to the highest bidder. Also, like Messi, no, a lot of pundits are saying it's because what Messi did, Cristiano wanted a piece of it as well, right? Because it cannot always be about Messi. And then Chris say it's not about the paycheck because right now he has to half his wage. The drugs will wear off once he scores an overhead kick at Anfield. And then we got Victor Sim as well chiming in, mentioning 36, 26, people writing off him from Euros World Cup being top scorer. Yeah, we know that's Cristiano, man. That's Cristiano in a nutshell. He will always arrive at the party. And Arun is yep. Joe Cavani, is he giving up number 7? He is, right?
I don't know, bro. I don't really care though. I don't know. I really don't know. But maybe now can because now the 21 is available. So if Cavani takes 21, then the 7 is available. Then he might
City
take that.
trick United to get. Wait, for City fans, is this the best Vaseline that you can apply on burn area that you guys actually trick them? Are you gonna run? Are you gonna run along with that narrative?
Maybe we can take that bamboozle. We try to bamboozle, like get everything all in place. Like, okay, we halan.
Alright, Travel Saga simple. Juventus legend started public out him in the media. Okay, it stole him back. And then Haizam, great perspective, Haizam. Kane mana Kane? You guys are waste men. Don't want to get Kane.
Kane don't want
Kane don't want to
title.
come.
Kane don't want the title. Levy is a hard man lah. Levy is a Vince McMahon.
Yes, as now you all found out, right? Ronaldo is great, but the DM weakness, Joe, will always expose you all. Fred playing 1-2 with whose player was
But
GG.
he was their best player in the pitch. Man. Wolves best player.
Remember when Zlatan was in the team, Paul Pogba was shut
Oh.
out and he wasn't given that freedom to be himself. Will that happen again, Joe? Quickly.
Nah, I think no. I don't think so. This will happen again.
Okay, all right. But hey, for what it's worth, Zlatan came in and you guys what won 2 silverwares?
Yeah.
Is Zlatan?
So
So talking about impact, boy, that's impact for you.
that's impact. Yeah.
Yeah, and then let's go with his partnership with Jaden also.
Because I
Boy,
think talking about Haaland, I think. Oh no,
Haaland.
no,
Okay.
Ronaldo.
Yeah,
Ronaldo, I
probably,
think.
probably, probably. All right. And then the plan is to probably hope Greenwood develops into a proper number 9 so we don't need to spend on Haaland. Oh, interesting twist. And then Haaland will never come to BPL. Hey, you know what, Faris? I
Yeah,
agree with you,
yeah,
man.
I agree
I
with
agree
this,
with
man.
you. He's probably off to Madrid.
Madrid are
And
building once
Mbappe.
again.
Galacticos coming back. All right.
Galacticos come back.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Jadon Sancho is Haaland Pell. Ridwan, if you all going to go through, all right, Friendster and also MySpace kind of
He
thing,
wants everybody, yeah.
yeah, then you probably have
Ridwan,
to enlarge
stop
your
playing
sport,
FIFA.
sport list to
Ridwan,
probably
play
1,000.
football manager.
Football managers don't allow you to buy this much of players, bro.
Just because they are friends, so they should be together. All right, that's the kind of logic he runs. Jersey sales boosting, Melville, 100%, man, 100%. And the CR7 is a sentimental signing, Joe, just like United getting Ole. As I mean, true, getting
True,
Ole.
true,
That is another sentiment buy. All right, great one.
true,
Wow,
true.
Faris
In
is
another
good.
3 years' time, they will know what sentiment is as well. Yeah.
Gerrard
Once
coming
Klopp
back.
leave, once Edward leave, then they will know what is it like.
Yes. This
It's okay.
Cavani will back in 18. Ronaldo will score more. There are certain players that you have take without explanation. Greenwood can play CF very confidently. Cavani isn't fit enough to play game after game. I agree, man. I agree. I think nobody's gonna doubt in the right frame of mind. Nobody is going to say that Ronaldo is not going to score insane number of goals. And you talk about age 36, insane numbers, probably definition 15 to 20. I think that's achievable. That's really feasible for him.
Yep.
And CR7 will score the goals, but will it be enough? Football is not about personal glory sport. They are going on and on, legend like Ronaldo in the market, you will get him. I have a simple explanation, Joe. Right now, all those numbers out window, he puts us in a better position. All right. There seems to be a question here. Marshall, Rashford, Greenwood, and Cavani good in patches. Could Ronaldo really bridge the scoring gap and shoot United to the title? I think Daryl have actually resoundingly said no. Then the next one, Ronaldo can be the catalyst to challenge. He will bring up the standard at United. He will demand a higher standard lah. Will go there to win. Definitely, man. I heard the same story saying that Bruno is a bad loser. He does not want to lose. He's always on the winning side. Personally, if you ask me, I would say CR7 signing is more of a sentimental signing coming from Matic, a United fan himself. And then Arun, wow. Honestly, it was nice to see all Manure boys having a day. It was really one hell of a news. Nice to read and experience all the excitement when he suddenly signed for Manure.
He always does that.
Yeah,
Man,
it
yo.
just can't catch a break, man. This guy. And then let's see if we have any more good golden nuggets to pick up. We paid 20 million, Joe, on transfer fee. We made that back as a club to the club stock. Rose 250. Now the litmus test trees, as you all know, get that CDM that you guys have been crying out loud for.
Yeah,
It's
I can
all,
pick
it's
one
all,
here, we got one
yeah, it's
here.
all fine and dandy, man.
Daryl.
Get this stock, guys.
Answer this, Daryl. Jersey sales don't make clubs money. Only the kit manufacturer gets most of it.
True.
No.
True.
Yeah.
No, it's true. Okay, this is what it is, right? Let's say, for example, Adidas is now signing 300 million over the span of 5 years. So every year they give you that 60 million upfront. Whatever jersey they sell, they will all go to Adidas.
Yeah, to
You
them.
don't
Yeah,
make
yeah,
money from kit. If you know your business, you don't make money from
Make
kit.
money from kit.
But if you print the name of Ronaldo,
Then yes.
every single penny will go
Yep.
into the coffers
Go.
of the Glazers. Only
Yep.
when you print their name. The shirt sale goes to Adidas or the manufacturer. For United, of course, it's Adidas. Yes. Manish, you're speaking sense. What a guy.
Finally.
Finally.
Finally, you started to see us and you started to ask things. Hey, this one, bro.
Yeah, the word,
This
the
good,
word.
Oh, hey, Owolabi, my man.
Oh, Labi!
From Nigeria.
Finally.
The truth is Ronaldo isn't a missing piece in the United team right now. Yes, he's going to score goals, but he won't still show unlike Spain and Italy. Again, time will be the biggest determining factor whether he will or will not cut it. Owolabi, I hope you're right now not drowning yourself in sorrow.
Jacob is back.
Jacob as well. Wow,
Bro,
just about when we
Jacob,
wanted
you're
to end.
always coming in towards the end, man.
Ole is
It's okay. When we have the Liverpool show, we have Daryl, the likes of Daryl, Jose, Aruns, and all this.
Faris,
It'll be
all
a fiery lesson. Yeah, Faris and all this.
CR7 maybe lead United to Carabao Cup, Joe, but never the league, okay? Let's see. As much as I want
Let's see.
United to win the league, I just don't see us winning. Wait, are United fans right now trying to manage expectations so they don't fall flat on their faces?
That's what they're doing.
Right? It feels like they are always managing. We won't win it.
I mean, we can't be doing like what Liverpool did over the years, right? Every season is ours, next season is ours.
I mean,
So we're just doing what they did now. I mean, we have 22 more years to win the league. So
you guys loud and proud, right?
this season is ours too, bro. I'm gonna say.
You live through the the Fergie era whereby he goes out to the media and say, we are winning it this year.
Yeah.
It's not about we'll see what happened later on end of season, right?
So
So
I
wait,
think if you all watch, I think Gary Neville got slammed by Redknapp and SL last weekend because he said that United will be like
Yeah, he said no quality. Yeah, they said
something like that, and he got slammed by the.
I think Hasselbank saying, with that team on the paper, you're telling me you can't win the league. And then Gary Neville is like, no, realistically speaking, from the team's point of view, blah, blah, blah. The Hasselbank was like, no, just tell me, is it blah, 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 or something along those lines. But the thing is,
it's kawan, Maju. It's the friend. It's
yeah.
Ole, right? It's the 1999. It's the 90.
They will never criticize Ole. They will never ever do that. Yeah.
If Mark was still, if Mark is still right now alive, he is alive. Okay, he'll be back soon. Mark always tell me, you know what? You tell me another team right now who actually hires the manager based on sentimental value and keep them in a job because of sentiment as well, and they keep a manager because they scored the winning goal in the Champions League final, which is about 3 decades away. All right, he always say, tell me, if there's another team. And then Alif mentioned 15. Yeah, I agree, man. 15. Remember, Joe, when they asked about Ronaldo, I said in the United group 15. 15 as well. Nice one, bro. 20 goals. Whoa, for CR7. Okay. Arsenal life matters right now. That's all I can say. Bro, the only way is up. Okay, the only way is up. All right, we really need a solid DM. And then Ola becomes in again. Ronaldo is in the missing piece that unite the team. Zlatan, bro. Zlatan and Pogba had the best fight. They were the best of friends, man. They were the best of friends. And then, have you picked this up already? Yeah, you did. Let's see. The truth is Ronaldo is it the missing piece that United team right now? I think he did it already. Anwari legend lah. No, what a legend. Last one, Arsenal. For life, bro. We're in this together. Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe. You're already the new history FC.
Remember, Arun, 3 more years.
All right,
Joe. 2 more seasons, right?
To close this, Joe, if the manager was Jose, all right, or never already
he's gone
by now.
Definitely done and dusted.
Yeah.
And then the last one, perhaps for the night, I don't see Sancho also doing fantastically well with what we have seen him. Yeah, Joe, come on. About Sancho, 3 games. We have not seen any kind of flashes to inspire us with confidence.
The thing is, he's still trying to gel into the squad. I won't really taro him so much. After 10 games, then I have some bullets to pick on some people.
All right. No lah. Hey, but stats.
Bring back Boni.
Okay. Just for fun sake, right now. Daryl, right now, if there's one legend that you want to bring back at all costs, blank check. Who will bring back right now? He does not have to be.
Don't need to be fit. Don't need to be fit or whatsoever.
Yeah.
Now I want a center mid, so yeah.
Man, Steven Gerrard, that's an easy one, man. Why did I even bother asking?
Zami, do you want to bring? No, I think it's okay.
He can bring Aguero back because Aguero right now, I don't know whether he can be registered for Barca.
Aguero 10 weeks injured lah.
Okay, but so in all honesty, who do you want to bring? Sean Goethe or Paul Dikoff?
Stuart Pearce?
Sean Wright Phillips.
Sean Wright Phillips.
I will bring back King Klazi, man.
King Klazi, Rahim.
And how about you?
Oh man, you know my style.
You need the entire Invisibles, bro.
I need all of them. Not one, all. All right. Hey, wait, Suarez, Daryl. There is
man.
rumbling story of Suarez.
I love him back, man. I will love him.
And you know what? A lot of fans said, "Oh no, he actually celebrated against us." There's no way.
That is Suarez. That is his mentality.
Suarez, hey man, I want to see Suarez back for Liverpool, man.
Of course.
Boy.
For me personally, after Thierry Henry, I enjoyed the next one. Luis Suarez.
Even I enjoyed it.
Fernando Torres. Beautiful footballers, man. And then but EPL is totally different from Bundesliga. Ask Kai Havertz. Yeah, good one, man. Kai Havertz. And wait, no, don't only ask Kai, ask Timo as well, Manish.
Yeah, Timo is still trying to adapt.
Anelka, Zabaleta, Suarez.
The last one from Arun.
Let's
And with that, guys, that's the last comment we're gonna take. And this is solid time. Daryl, thank you so much. And
no problem,
so sorry we
took you longer than expected, man.
Longer than expected. So sorry, bro.
Joe,
but thank you. Yep.
Joe, you know what? We plan to take a break next week, but plan cancel. Next week, the big focus will still need to be back because we are going to touch on
Yes.
this one.
This
Early
one, yeah.
season predictions going to make the top four, is going to make Europa Conference League relegation and all that jazz next week. And also perhaps we want to talk about, I think this is still relevant by then because
It's
there
still
will,
relevant.
yeah,
Yeah,
no
we'll
games
still talk
being
about
played.
it's still relevant.
The weekend worst call as well because we have completely burst our timekeeping today. Okay,
Yeah,
but that's what we
totally.
do. All right, but hey guys, enjoy your weekend. No football. Stay safe. The numbers are picking up, man. That's a worrying sign. But
Yeah, stay safe, guys.
stay safe wherever you are. Keep it locked here. Next week,
Keep
the
it
big
locked.
focus will be back Tuesday 9 p.m. We also might do the transfer grading all together in one show as well.
In one
All
shot.
right.
Yeah, we'll
But
keep
this
you
is
guys
me,
updated.
Anteta Crime Watch. Only way is up. Come on, you gunners. Joe Bros Ole, Daryl, the Liverpool man, and also Why Elvis
Zabi boy,
Haizam signing
citizen.
out. Keep it tight.
Keep it
Keep
locked.
it
Keep
safe.
it tight, guys. See you, boys.
Snapshot.
Good night.
Bye.